Good evening, good evening. How you doing? Kim's here. She just isn't right here, but she's here. Uh and oh good. Got a lot of people here already. Inspector Bruce here first at 7 o'clock, or at on the hour, I should say. Lester LeSabre, Buddy Carfano, Hippie Long, Mexican Spec, a lot of Mexican Spec, Mark Sauve. I saw everybody in here earlier and I was reading all that, but I'm not gonna go back through it all the pre-show conversation. Uh, Dennis Edwards is here. Good evening. Kevin Smith. Wow, we're all right here at 7. I'm sure Kim will be in here to give points real soon. Uh, she had a phone call. She had a phone call right before we came on, so that was important. So she took it, and uh, and I got some pictures that people sent. I've got some pictures I put up. Does everybody see this? This is a British car, sorta. And Craig May, how you doing? Um, Underneath is a British car. I guess it was built in the UK, but it had American name on it. So I thought I'd put it up because it is basically a British car. Uh, Man, I miss having Kim here right at the beginning. What is this? Let's see. Craig May, Mexican Spec. I'm trying to figure out. Kevin Smith says, not sure for how long. Oh, not sure how long you'll be there. Okay. Yeah, Mark Sauve, Nash Metropolitan. Yeah, Metropolitan. I figured it out. A couple of missing letters, but it still makes sense. Uh, yeah, it's an Austin. It's an Austin underneath. That's exactly right. Colleen Tebow, how you doing? Good evening. Um, yeah, I'm kind of lost. Because Kim usually takes and runs with it right at the beginning and gets me rolling. But she'll be here. Um, so I'm going to look at my email, see what's come in. Oh, that's not my email. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. And I still got stuff left over from last week. That's bad. Maybe I'll start with that. I'll do that. I'll show one. It's not a British car. I think I can download this. For some reason, it's being stubborn. It was from Faith. Is Faith here? I don't know if Faith's here yet. Braden's here. Um, just because I missed it last week. Uh, Faith sent this in. And it is, and that was kind of a common color back then. Today that looks a little strange, but uh, yeah, anyway, Faith sent that in last week, so I didn't want to miss it. So thank you. There she is. Hey, Faith, yeah. I noticed I missed one email last week. It probably came in right at the end. So it didn't get on the show, so I put it up tonight. And thanks for the 55 Chevy there. And that's our British car to start with. I think Kim's going to be here. Kim, how you doing? She's not answering me. Kim, can you hear me? She's not paying attention to me. Hippie Long says, Nash were melted to make toasters and curb scrapers. Well, the Metropolitan wasn't, those things were all over the place when I was a kid. And I think they did a real good job making a British car look like a Nash. And it was kind of a cute little thing. And I don't know, a lot of them around. A lot of them are driving around. I actually think it looked better than most of the Nashes.
Are you calling me?
I was asking you how you're doing.
I'm just a few minutes out.
She says a few minutes out. I think she's getting her coffee and that kind of stuff. Um, so let's see. I guess I can go to
Hey, you can give double points and you can take it out of my regular pay.
I can give double points to all those people that came in, right? Okay, if you came in on the hour and I mention your name, Kim says you get double points. So what is that? How much is double points, Kim?
8 and 6 and 4.
Oh, now I got to go back and figure it out.
They know.
She says 8 and 6 and 4. So if you were first, you get 8, then 6, and then I didn't do anything with the.
Well, if you weren't awarded points yet, now you get 4.
1 minute. Twin Brook Acres is here. Good evening. I think Kim's getting her coffee. Dennis says, bummer, just wondering. Haven't seen any on your pages. Oh, that's the, Braden says, the Toyota Tundras they used at Perth Mouse for the sprint cars look like Valiant or El Camino. Braden, what's the Australian Toyota Tundra? Looks weird, like an El Camino. Oh, I don't know. You know, it's probably kind of early when the Australian crowd starts getting in here, or the people from New Zealand usually know the Australian cars. We can ask them, and they'll have all the answers. Dean Stevenson always has the answers, and Tavo usually has the answers. And I'm sure. Well, wait a minute, somebody in here is from Australia. Isn't there somebody in here from Australia already? Not sure. Brain, do these points get us free merch when you get merchandise? Whoever has the most. Yeah, or you know what? There's a Subaru sitting out here, non-running, but it's all complete. I think it's all complete.
It's missing little pieces.
It's
missing motors though.
Oh, and you get extra engine, and it's 50 points, but you got to come get it. It's a Subaru. I don't know, wherever that thing is. It's a station wagon.
You should just sell the tires off of it. They're worth like $200.
She says that she's yelling from the other room. She says that the tires are worth $200. I told her we should just. It's a 4-cylinder opposed. I told her we should take the engine out and put a Volkswagen engine in it.
The opposite of a good swap.
She says that's the opposite of a good swap. Can you imagine like a 1600 Volkswagen? Ah, she's here.
The problem with that Subaru is it's got 212,000 miles on it or something.
But it's
like
a nice car. I mean,
it ran so good when it ran.
And it's got a nice sound system in it. It ran good. We drove it
Until it stopped.
In a cam.
Until it broke the timing belt again.
Yeah, because the cam stopped. Okay, let's see here.
Let me stop you.
Why? I got something to say.
Okay, say it.
Louis says we're waiting for 2026. Yeah, I just wanted to say the last thing. This is the last show of the year. Because our next show will be on...
next year.
On the 1st, up at the shop. So, go ahead, Kim.
Okay, hello everyone. Let's get this thing started. I'm Kim of Kim Fixes Things. You can find my channel also on YouTube at Kim Fixes Things. I'm here with Buff Del Campo, the namesake of the channel, who will be hosting the show. You're doing so good. I'm sorry.
I wasn't doing
for
well.
being late.
Because you usually come in and just take over right at first, and it gets me rolling.
Yeah, and then
but I had to get myself rolling. That was hard.
He's like, and after like 10 minutes of not letting him talk, he's like full of things to say. So he just needs a little.
What I did was Faith had sent something last week.
Hi, Faith.
And it was.
What was it?
It was a 55 Chevy, but it was for last week.
Yeah.
And so I put it up just because we missed it last week. So I did fill in with that.
We are live from Clarksville, Tennessee. We are here to entertain you for the next couple of hours and to talk about cars. We're going to talk about a topic tonight, but the topics are just to keep things rolling. If it gets a little stale or whatever, and to get you guys engaged, because it's not just about us. We're boring, but together we're kind of community, and it's a lot more fun. So the topic gives you guys something to send us emails, maybe to think about between live streams, like what am I going to send? And did you give him the email?
I did not.
Okay, so I will type in the email address if you want to.
And this is where you send pictures.
If you want to send a picture, it can be something, but just we don't want to steal somebody's assets. So if it's like a branded asset, maybe
Yeah, if
look
it's
for
got
a
like
different
if it's
picture.
got somebody's watermark on it or something,
Um,
I'd rather not put up stuff like that because then I get a
but since
copyright strike.
it's not really a copyright strike because we're here commenting on it and talking about it. But
Oh, I
generally,
suppose.
we don't want to take anybody's stuff. We're here to collaboratively discuss and enjoy and be entertained.
Of course, I do take
Um,
pictures off the internet like this one,
Most of our pictures come off the internet, and we thank the
but we
people
take a lot of
who bring
pictures.
them when they can. So tonight we're talking about British cars. That was the he and I did a little bit of research. I don't know anything about British cars, so we're looking forward to seeing what you guys have to send us and to bring up. And but
But
the topic is never like I circle us back to the topic when it gets too far off, but the topic is never, and we always, always, always want to hear about your new thing. Tell us about your shop. Tell us about your cat. Tell us about your project, your car, your family event or celebration, anything that's going on in your lives. We'd love to hear about it, and hopefully we have a moment to talk about it some. Luis has almost reached 900 subscribers, which is pretty impressive. Mo Parquet is here. Welcome in, Mo Parquet.
Colby Queso.
Colby Queso is here as well. Reaction videos are okay. That's right. You're allowed to react. You're just not allowed to just snatch other people's content because that's just plagiarism. And come on, let's get creative.
Well, Inspector Bruce is here. I think Inspector Bruce is
Hi,
here.
Bruce.
Yeah, he was first. He was first. He got the most points.
Good job.
He sent a picture of one of his cars.
Oh, I'll put it. I'll move it up a little bit.
I'm gonna do this.
So they can. Oh, look at that. That's one of his cars.
That was his car. Yeah.
Or was his car? I see.
Yeah, that's a TR4. I
Ooh,
think.
these lights are bright, but they're not warm enough. It is chilly,
Oh,
man.
we could
The
turn the heater.
change.
We could turn the heater in
It
here.
went from 70 to 30 like a state trooper was flashing his lights.
26.
It was like zoom.
26 degrees. Yeah, it went down. Went down like 50 degrees all at
Aiming the
once.
heater in here. We got a little heater. I'm gonna aim it in here. Buffalo Campo, if you get too hot, let me know. Don't light the curtain on fire.
Don't light the curtains on fire. That's a real good idea.
Ooh, I've got the wood stove in the shop running. We're not even out there all day today, but if I let it get this cold, it'll take a whole day, 2 days of running it at full blast to get it warmed back up. So yeah, we're in maintenance heat at this point.
And Mexican Spec says we're waiting for coolness here. We'll ship some down there. We need to build like a big tube where we can change air.
Yes, we do. Oh man, thermal exchange. That would be great. Braden says he and Faith hung out this past weekend. I sent you guys some pictures of us. That's awesome. I saw Braden made a video, I think, about his snow machine. Am I wrong? I didn't get to watch it, but I saw that you made content about it, and I'm so happy for you. That's awesome.
Oh man,
And you got some views, more views than like your regular daily kind of stuff. So I'm glad to see it.
These pictures don't look like they're right side up.
Walter,
are you guys in bed? Hey.
Oh, it better not be pictures of them in bed.
Let's see.
You better look at them before.
I'm gonna have to look at them.
That's not what it is.
It is.
No, they're just hanging.
They're hanging out. Okay. So we're gonna put up pictures.
They're just bumming around.
There we go. And then.
All right, that's enough of that. Be careful. We'll get context.
I know.
Strikes.
There's
no topless photos.
They're a little bit more risque, but they're there.
They're just hanging.
They're hanging out. They're together. Yeah. Okay.
Walter of Blue Grit says, that's enough of that. Take them off of there.
I'm trying to close it. Oh, there. Okay, so we're back to British
Walter
cars.
of Blue Grit says, I'll be in and out of the garage, finishing up the AC. So far, it is blowing cold, but then again, it's freezing outside.
So that's
Walter.
air conditioning always works well
in
when
the
it's
winter
cold out
time.
because it feels cold. Like in a car, I thought, man, the air conditioning works. Then it gets hot out, and you go, oh no, that was just the winter coming through.
Yeah, when you really need air conditioning is when it's kind of like the air is like really damp, it's like rainy or whatever, and then you need to dry up that windshield, but you don't want a lot of heat. That's when your air conditioning is like the super asset.
Well,
Faith
Parquet
says,
says fixed,
oh,
fixed, fixed. What's fixed?
said that she and Braden had a blast last weekend. I'm glad to hear that you had an enjoyable holiday weekend, post-holiday weekend.
And then for Mexican spec, because he says he doesn't like British cars, but I know he likes hearses. Can you, maybe I can zoom that in a little bit? You're like got us way up, way up.
Well, that one
I
picture.
know that one picture was crazy. So that's a British hearse. Man, they like a
Oh,
lot of glass.
boy, they do. That's like the Pope Mobile.
It's a Rolls Royce. Yeah, I mean, that's not like an American hearse. I guess. And then I got him another one. It's too much window for me. Yeah, you'd have to cover that up. And then there's this one, which is a British Ford Granada hearse. Look at the window. The window frame is still curved like the sedan, but the I just noticed that, but the top is big like that. That's
It almost looks like it could be like a Rampage with like some kind of conversion.
Mexican spec says two-door end loader. Okay. What'd you ride in? What was your last ride? An end loader. That sounds like a piece of equipment.
Are
Okay,
those
Mopar
pictures off
cases.
topic? Of
Most
your air conditioning? No, Walter, you're allowed to be off topic if it's something if it's real, if it's
oh,
yours, absolutely, please send it. We'd love to see how things are going together. Did you have to install a new compressor? Or what all did you have to replace to get the AC working? Did it just need a charge?
Inspector Bruce is taken off. He says he'll be back. He's headed to the Elks Lodge since it's Taco Tuesday. Be back soon. You don't miss those tacos.
Oh, I
And
used to go for Taco Tuesdays at the local little pub.
Mopar cases ordered new car for my Duster. In the meantime, get it safe for the road, bumpers and all. By Sunday, the plan is going to be on the road.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Wow.
And
That's
then
great, Kay.
and then I brought another British, an old ambulance for Mexican spec because back in the early 60s, when we had those Cadillacs with the big fins for ambulances, this is what they had. I don't think he'd like this a whole lot.
The design, the styling elements on that vehicle are so unique. What is it? Is it a Bedford?
A Bedford, yes.
Binford.
Bedford.
Binford Tools.
Bedford.
Does anybody remember who Binford Tools was?
So anyway,
Who can tell me? I'll give you points if you can tell me
who?
what Binford Tools is a reference to. It does look odd, Mexican spec. Yeah, bring tacos for everyone,
That's
Bruce.
so British looking.
Mopar K has valid antique plates.
Oh, really? I didn't do that.
In some places, you don't want antique plates because then you can only get certain kinds of insurance and you're only allowed to drive certain days of the week or whatever. I don't even know.
When I was in there,
There's
here I am
rules.
at the time, 47-year-old car, and she goes, okay, you want the antique plates, or whatever they call them here. I said, no, not really. And she goes, you're not going to drive this daily drive. And I said, yeah, that's my plan. She looked at me like I was crazy. She goes, well, I'll do it if you want. I said, yep. I said, I think, with those license plates, there's a lot of restrictions how I can drive it. She goes, okay, I'll get you the regular plates. So.
All right, a bunch of people knew the answer. Mark Sauvé, Mexican Spec, Buddy Carafano. They all knew it was Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement. And they'll each get 3 points for whacking out an answer on their keyboards. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Binford Tools. He and his sidekick, Al, they were always doing tools. Before we were doing tool shorts, they were doing tool shorts.
I'm downloading pictures is what I'm doing. Braden sent other pictures that were automotive related, so
that is wild.
While I'm doing that, while you're talking, I'm downloading these British cars. Some interesting ones, too.
Faith says her wallet got stolen on Friday. I'm sorry, Faith. Were you able to, can any of you imagine what it's like to get duplicate IDs? Oh, make sure you always have some kind of fallback plan if you need to get duplicate.
That can be a real pain.
I mean, a lot of times you lose your Social Security card, your insurance card, your credit card, and your ID all at the same time. Oh man, make sure you have your login passwords someplace so you can go to the site and request replacement IDs. And I don't think so, Tim. That's right.
Yeah, Mexican Spec says, my wallet can never be stolen. It's in my front pocket. It's funny. When I'm in Mexico, my wallet's always in my front pocket. Maybe I should do that here. I don't know.
Oh, this is a cute little car. What is it?
It's a Morgan.
You can't zoom in anymore?
Well, it's not a real high resolution photo. See?
Oh, it just gets grainy.
Yeah. So I'm zooming it in, and it's starting to get grainy. But yeah, there it is. That's a Morgan. That's one sent in by Braden.
That doesn't even look like it should be a two-seater. I
It's
wonder.
kind of tight in there.
You could lose, but by the size of the tires, you could lose perspective on how big that car is. I wonder what size motor that has.
I don't know. Does anybody know what size engine this is? Didn't the last ones have V8s? Aluminum V8s? I'm not sure if they did or not. I really don't know. Mexican Spec, I lost my wallet in 1983. From then on, it's been in my front pocket. I never lost it since then.
Yeah.
And that is a Rolls Royce. I don't know what one it is. It's so close.
Yeah, why are we so close?
That's it. It's a close picture.
Oh.
Braden sent that as well, but maybe Mexican Spec will know what it is. Oh yeah, Bluegrid says wallet in the front pocket helped my back problem. Now when I'm driving any kind of distance, I got to pull a wallet out, stick it in the center console or something, because my back will be killing me after a half an hour.
Mexican Spec said that ambulance looked gangly. Mexican Spec is out of these British cars. He does not like the British cars. Mexican Spec, what should we ask Mexican Spec to send instead of the British cars? He really doesn't like them.
Well, there are some good. He said earlier, back in the pre-show, everybody was talking to each other. He said that he owned a British car at one time, but I don't know what it was. I don't think he said. So, what was it? Okay, Faith, I'll get to him. Thank you. What is this? That must be an Aston Martin or something from the looks of the nose, from the grill. I don't know. It's an older one. I don't know what kind of car that is.
This picture makes it look very not symmetrical. Doesn't it look like the left fender is bigger than the right fender?
It does, doesn't it?
It even looks like the left wheel is a little further forward or something.
Oh, George Daly says, I had a friend who had it's probably a 1969 Silver Cloud. That must have been what that was, a Silver Cloud Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay.
Dennis Edwards asking Mexican Spec if he lives in a fairly safe place. He thinks it is. But it's a different culture, and you have to be aware of your surroundings in any culture, and it's different there. Mopar K says, I had many questions about safety standards for the Duster for no-name nationals to run. A new battery hold down and go ahead and replace the pan. A few more fuel line clamps installed and ready. Yeah, and the length of the soft fuel lines is a big deal. Can't have big long lengths of soft fuel line.
Yeah, you don't want to run rubber line front to back. You want to have a metal line, and then
I think they limit it to 1 foot?
You want to use as little rubber line as necessary, but obviously you still have to have some flexibility at your connections so that when the engine's shaking, you don't break a line. So,
what is that? That's British, but I don't know what it is. Who knows what it is?
Mopar K, you've got a lot to do, but you also have some time. Just take your time.
Well, it's good, though, because she's ready. She's watching that countdown. A lot of people see all those hundreds of days. Man, all of a sudden they're down to like 15 days, and it's like, oh, panic.
That's too late. I mean, if you've had a car, if you've run a car before and you only have 15 days, that's one thing. But if you're pulling a car out of the weeds and you're trying to finish it in a big hurry, it's not going to work. We spent all year working on the Valiant that first year we were working on it.
And then we didn't take
we
it.
didn't make it. We had to leave it
We
home.
could have taken it. We put it to a vote of everybody
Yeah.
to take the Dart or to take the Valiant.
This was the year before. We didn't take the Valiant because we couldn't finish it in time.
Couldn't finish it? Okay.
It was the last couple days and you said, "Stop, Kim, you're not going to be able to finish." And I was like, I might be it. And it was like, you were like, "No, you're going to kill yourself trying to get," and you were right, but it was hard to.
I want to say something here.
Go ahead.
Mark Survey is saying NHRA limits 1 foot of rubber fuel line for connection purposes. Same thing with the AHRA, which is the rules we're under is AHRA. Exactly the same thing. Then Blue Grid says 12-inch max of fuel line and 12-inch max auto transmission line. Now, there was an exception to that because mine had a factory setup transmission cooler. And he looked at it and goes, "That's factory." And it was a little longer than 12 inches. And he goes, "That's factory. I'm going to let it go." Okay. So I guess it depends on how the connections are made and whether it looks like it's factory or not.
Mopar K says, "I won't run it if I have a bad feeling." You know what? The tech inspector, I don't know if you met Zeke.
Zeke or Deke?
Deke? Darn it.
Steve.
Our tech inspector, he's a very...
Been around for a long time doing tech inspection.
He's not there to mess with people. He's there to make sure people are safe. If he goes over your car and he feels confident, that's excellent. You can stand on that. And if he points something out, you should really consider what he's telling you. But I think you have enough time that if you just keep going at it, and what you do is I call it sorting. I think there's a lot of people who understand the concept of sorting. You get the car together as best you can, and then you take it for a very short trip. You make sure you've got your phone and there's somebody either behind you in a car or at home, a short distance away. You make a short trip to the local convenience store or just, around the block, and you see what comes up. And if it goes good, you go a little further and you just push it a little bit. Don't overdo it. Don't get yourself out there in a big hurry. If you have important things to do, take your reliable vehicle, right? And you just keep driving that car. And when things come up, you put them on the list and you start checking them off. Before you know it, you'll have the car where you'll be worried about things like, oh, the headliner's sagging, because everything real is fixed, and just focus on the safety things and the reliability things. And don't get too far ahead of yourself, and you'll be fine in no time. Them guys who do the will it runs and they fix a car and drive it 500 miles, they're professional mechanics. They've been doing it their whole lives. And there's a couple of them who will be out there by themselves, but most of them have a chase car. They got somebody on speed dial. They have a big network of people that they know they can call in the areas that they're in. They have favors they can pull at a given moment. So they have a fallback plan. So don't get too crazy on your first go. But you got this, Kay. Keep after it. You're good. You got lots of time. And I'm sorry I didn't message you. I'm going to go get my phone. I'm going to message Mopar K now, or else I'll forget.
Well, I don't know what's going on here.
Well,
we lost like a whole...
I'm sorry. Well, here, you can have the mouse if you want to scroll back up. Sorry, everybody. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's plenty
I
of broke.
saw a couple of things I want to comment on, but Kim was talking and I let it all go. The thing I thought was funny was Mexican Spec said to Leanburn, Tony's was answering your comments like you really wanted to know the answer. Well, when Leanburn first came into our chat, I thought he was a nutcase that liked that stuff, but then I started.
He is a nutcase.
Then I started figuring out his whole premise is he's a joke.
Where's Mopar K's number?
Let's see here.
Mopar K.
You called us.
Here's Sean
Sorry,
O'Brien.
folks. Oh, Vintage is here. Hey.
There's Mama M3.
And Landon's here. Landon says he's. What did he say? I'm sorry. He goes. He goes, aloha. I'm scrolling back. I don't know. I can't find it. I think he says he's on the mend. What's going on? What
Who?
did I miss? Landon Custom Classics.
Oh yeah, he was having health problems. What did he?
I,
Did you have a heart attack? He was having a hard time with
what's
something.
this? And then he put this up.
I have Dust Devil Brian. I
Yeah,
have
and Vintage says he's
Edition.
actually home tonight.
Yes. Well, that's good. Cause I'll bet it's cold up there. Mopar K, I don't have your number.
Kevin says,
Kay, can you email your number to buffdelcampo@gmail.com? So I'll send you my number.
and why is Mopar K saying sorry? I don't know. I've lost track of the whole thing. I'm sorry.
Because we got distracted.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry for being distracted.
I got really distracted.
We're here to talk to people. I
George
took
Lady,
over.
I've changed 6-cylinder to 8-cylinder Mopars, including the K-frames. I haven't done a K-frame on a Mopar yet. I've done it on Fords. Yeah, on Fox bodies. Man, and I have a K member to put a V8 in mine, but I don't know if I'll do that. I'm kind of enjoying my car the way it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Landon says I had cancer, had to have it cut off my kidney.
Oh, kidney cancer. Oh.
Here, can you take your mouse? I have two mice here, and then I grab the wrong one and I do something stupid.
Well, I'm glad you're here to let us know what are you staying in touch? Do you have friends to talk to help keep your spirits up and help do you have family and friends close by who are helping you with things? Because recovering from surgeries is pretty tough. Kevin Smith says he's had another bad day. Oh, he needs to hear something funny to be cheered up.
We're liking British cars tonight. Is that funny?
No.
I don't know. I like British cars. I didn't when I was young, but I like them a lot more now. They're simple. It's just, when all the cars were simple, it wasn't my favorite car. But now with all these cars the way they are today, seeing something like this, it's simple. It's pretty nice.
See, these cars are
See,
great
Landon says my girlfriend is taking care of me. Well, that's good.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you about the car.
These cars are great for little towns and small narrow roads and stuff like that. But on the American highways, these are death traps.
Well, it's because the big trucks come around the corner and you go, and
everything is big.
And they're in the middle of the road, which is not fun.
Even the little trucks are like super tall and skinny for some reason. It's weird now.
I was looking at a new Ford Ranger. It's like narrow and tall. I couldn't even reach over the bed of this stupid thing. And it's supposed to be a small truck.
Well, it is.
Well, you need a ladder.
It's all distorted.
It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, and Kevin says the warden is doing really bad tonight. And I knew earlier he was struggling with that. She's got arthritis really bad. Ray says, good evening. How you doing? Yeah, happy New Year. Yeah, we're this is the last show of the year. And on the 1st, which is Thursday, we'll be up in the shop. And we'll be doing a live from a New Year's Day live or New Year's evening live. Not Eve, but evening. Okay, let's see here. Oh man, have I got the emails? Okay, so from what's wrong with me?
I also want to take a moment.
Buddy Carfano. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
We're sending prayers for the warden. On Tuesday night, I had like an emotional breakdown, threw a temper tantrum, and shouted and made an ass of myself. And I'm sorry. It was on Saturday. I'm sorry. Like, I lost my mind. And we took the video down, and I can't even rewatch it. I'm embarrassed. You know, I'm just I'm struggling. Life is hard. I don't have it any harder than anybody else, but sometimes it's just there's a lot of responsibilities and stresses, and I don't always do very well with it. The winter is harder for me. The holidays feel like an extra burden, and yeah, I don't want to go into it in depth. Maybe I don't even know if I even, I don't discuss all the things that are on my mind. None of us do publicly. There's things that you keep on the inside or, behind closed doors in life. And some of them are supposed to stay there and got a little bit. And I definitely misdirected some of my towards people who had nothing to do with it. It's. So, anyways, it's happened to
Wow.
all of us. Well, I'm sorry because I wish it didn't happen to happen to any of us. And it's my responsibility to take care of me and not your guys. I missed something. Kate, I like flipped out and was yelling at the camera, but you'll never know if you weren't there because I took the video
You may
down.
take it down.
And he was like, edit it out. I'm like, I would have to
Because
watch it to edit
because
it
the
out.
rest of the video is the rest of that live was really good, except that section. So I don't know. Maybe we'll make a video out of the rest of it. Okay, so what else we have here?
Vintage
Oh,
Adventure.
Roxana.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Smith's warden. His birthday is January 3rd.
Okay. Happy birthday.
So what day is? Okay, the first is okay. We're gonna what day? Oh, we will have a live that night. So maybe we'll have a little birthday for her on the live.
Yeah. We'll light a candle. Tanner says I about assaulted a coworker on Saturday. He had been aggravating me repeatedly, and I had finally had enough.
Uh-oh.
Yikes. Well, I'm glad that you were able to not.
And let's see. What else?
Faith, I'm sorry for your
Yep,
loss.
that's what I saw that, Faith. It's been no weeks for it, huh? Gearhead.
Kevin, I do not agree. Vintage will not necessarily feel better for taking out his frustrations on a single individual because it probably isn't all about that one person. And he'll probably be embarrassed that he didn't keep his cool afterwards.
He's a emergency responder that's got a
He has a professional job.
Got a professional job.
He's hard. He's worked really hard to get where he is, and he doesn't want to ruin it over some jerkwad or some person who's being snarky on a day that he isn't. Anyways, our goal here is generally to encourage, entertain, and support and inspire people. And we don't always do that very well, but mostly I think we do a pretty good job. But there's those times where we don't do our jobs very well, and I'm embarrassed that I didn't bring my best self to the table that night, and I will strive to do better because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve my best, everything the best I have to offer, and that's not me trying to be dishonest. It's just me trying to bring my best. And so I will continue to try and do that. And I hope it helps you to be able to try and bring your best, because the people that we care about who are closest to us, when we're at our worst, they're the ones who suffer. And he didn't deserve to have to be put through that. And you guys don't deserve that from me either, because you guys are the people who are supporting me and caring about me. The people who really deserve our rage, they are well beyond our reach. And so I have to remember that we're all just trying to get by.
Let's get back to British cars.
British cars is the topic. I'm sorry. I just wanted
Kevin
to
says,
be real.
DB5. This was the car that was in the original, what was his name? I was just going to say it. Now I can't say it.
What's that?
I'm going to
I'm going to go
the movies.
bigger screen. The James Bond?
James Bond, yeah. This is the car that was in the original James Bond. And Tommy Hanlon's here from Ireland. Yeah, Sean Connery. And then I'm bringing these up kind of quickly
Or was
because
it
I got a
Roger
lot.
Moore?
Because I got a lot of them. Okay, somebody really tilted the windshield back on that guy.
Yeah. Is that like a custom?
Yeah, somebody did that.
I see. Oh, no, that isn't.
I'm pulling up. These are Buddy Carfano's pictures,
Okay,
and
thanks, buddy.
he always sends links. So then links come up a little differently.
Is Tommy Hanlon in it? Welcome, Tommy.
What's that? A TR6? Says these are a breeze to maintain. I don't know.
Landham Custom Classics says he's sending a pic of his 454 swapped Ford Falcon van. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's here in our list, and we'll get to it here as quickly as we can.
454 in a Ford, but like an Econoline or something. Okay, we'll get to that. Let's inspect. The best Bond car was the bug-eyed Matador. You know, that car is in a museum in Las Vegas, and I've seen it. I've stood right there by it. The best James Bond was in the they flew, what was it, the beginning of Octopussy, they flew the BD-5 jet through the hangar. I can't believe they did that. I was always taught not to fly through hangars. I mean, that goes without saying. That would be like, you know you're going to lose everything the day you do that. I'll resent the number to Buff. Okay, I will get that to Kim very quickly. And then that's an MG. I don't know what MG that is. Who knows what MG that is? MG TC or something maybe? I don't know.
Oh, that's not a kit, that's an original?
I think so.
Wow.
I know my father liked those. After the war, this World War II, they had the first MGs, and my father thought that was just a beautiful car, you know, because it was really some of the first two-seat sports cars. But my father wasn't really into cars. He just was, he liked that one, though. Okay, Kim, you see this? You're going to have to see it over here on my screen. That number right there that I'm not going to read out loud.
I can't do that right now. It's going to have to be after the stream.
Oh.
Do you think you can remind me?
Okay, I thought you were like in some emergency to have it. Okay.
No, I just wanted to remember, but now we have it, so I can.
Okay. So now I'm rolling back in my emails.
Okay, I found a picture of the James Bond car, so I'm bringing it up. Oh, that doesn't work.
That's just blackness.
I'm seeing that, yeah.
she's picking it all. Oh, now is that dumb?
That's Mexican Spec's favorite one.
That's just bound to crash.
It looks like it did. Look how smashed the wheels look in
Everything's wrong, yeah.
That was a James Bond car? It looks absurd.
Well, there it is. Not all bent up in the upper left. Maybe. I don't know. Or the one right above my head. Yeah, it's a
The man with the golden gun? Da, 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 da. Doesn't even look very good in the pictures. I don't know. Okay.
I'm Dean Stevenson's here. I was not looking over here for a few minutes because I was looking at all the emails I have. I'm trying to download a bunch more. Oh, man, I got a lot of email pictures.
All right. What am I supposed to be doing here?
You do something because I'm downloading pictures.
Do something even if it's wrong.
Because I'm downloading pictures.
Oh, okay. I have a segment.
Oh, what's your segment? She has a segment. She jumps up and runs away. but I got an idea what she's running for. Oh, we have an unboxing.
Ta-da, da-da, da-da.
Or is it an untubing? The box is a tube. Whoever sent us that, I'll let her tell about it. I said, you know what? We got two things. We got what we ordered, and we got a really nice cardboard.
Where did this come from?
We got a really nice cardboard tube. I think it came from Douglasville, Georgia.
Douglasville, Georgia.
And that is because it came from...
Via Yups
It
ground.
came from...
We got a cardboard tube.
Who orders stuff? Not a sponsor. McMaster Car. Oh, there's Dougster. Hey. McMaster Car has all kinds of everything, nuts, bolts, screws, steel, aluminum.
Wait a minute, they have
motors.
They have nuts, bolts, and screws in this.
Everything.
All I got was this lousy cardboard tube.
They have everything mechanical kind of stuff and a lot of electronic stuff. So anyway, we ordered some steel from them.
We had to get some parts to keep the project moving.
We needed some steel for the project. So
Kim likes the packaging more than what's inside. Don't tempt me with an old water heater box, because I will crawl inside.
Oh God, we had an old water heater box that we
I've been crawling around in that water heater box since 2 years ago.
We've been using it in the shop.
2 years ago.
Okay, let's see.
It's got end caps.
End caps. Man, I used to have
Look
a lot
how cool
of those.
those look.
I used to have a lot of those end caps. Kim, can you back I know you're busy, but can you back the picture off so it's not so?
I will, but right now.
I know, right now you're busy.
Doing an unboxing. You want to help? You don't.
Dougster says McMaster Car kicks ass. That's right.
You know what? The cost of the goods that we purchased was half of the price at the local big box hardware store. Half. And that was delivered to our front door. We actually bought this stuff there and then returned it so I could get money back, because it was so much less expensive McMaster Car for exactly the same thing.
Oh, you just jerked the whole table.
Sorry, jerked the whole table. I did not, but obscene. Don't say things like that.
Man.
All right. All right, here. While I'm unboxing, you can have the screen again.
And just make it a little smaller. The picture smaller. I already did that, but I didn't know how to do. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know how to do that.
I don't know. It's something computerized.
Okay, there. So now we have a Jaguar.
Jaguar.
But we're gonna pay attention to Kim. Kevin Smith calls it a Jaguar.
Granger is not necessarily as affordable, but perhaps
Granger?
more convenient.
Okay, I ran a logistics website, or logistics, not a website, logistics site for NavAir, Naval Aviation, for 3 years during the Afghanistan war. And we ordered a lot of stuff, and McMaster was always quick and always inexpensive. Granger never had to back order anything. If it was in their catalog, they had it, and they were quick, but it was always a little more expensive.
So nice. So these are going to be the top rails for the bedsides for the Del Campamino. So this is going to be there's 3 of these. They cost all our monies, but they will give us a nice sturdy and square and straight edge around the entire top edge of the bed as we weld things back together. So this is a big deal. Nice. Big expense. These 3 pieces of metal cost more than what we paid for the entire body of that car.
No. Would have if we bought it at the big box store, would have.
Oh, that's true. We got a discount.
We got it at a reasonable price. Okay, I see some things here. I see something here I got to respond to. One of the mods, maybe Mexican Spec, he's pretty quick at this, but Kevin's getting quick too. Can you put up a link to vintage adventurer drives, so he can get his 2 more subs, so he gets to 1,500. So at least probably 2 people in here will sub to
What
him.
does 1,500 get him?
It's just a magic number.
It's a magic number.
Okay, so then the other thing was
Tanner, quit being so damn entertaining. You're setting the bar too high for the rest of us.
what else? Oh man,
And Vintage Adventure Drives is a cat channel that also has cars. Sometimes they have cars.
oh, it's Dennis Edwards goes. Is the tag painted on the front? Okay, in England. Oh, we got a link up there. Good, thank you. In England, you get a license plate number, but then you have it made, and some of them are narrow and tall, so they're split like in 2 lines, and some of them are long. Most of them are long, so they're 1 line, and they're yellow and black in the back. Up front, they're not yellow and black; they're white, and I guess you're responsible to paint them up yourself. Usually, it's a white plate on the front, but apparently they can paint them on the car. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I know you have to have those made yourself. There's companies that make them, and you have to do it right. Okay, so vintage got us 1,500.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
wonder if it makes a cool bumping noise.
Oh,
Make musical instruments?
she's got something in here that's too big. Gotta play.
I want to be in the band.
That tube reminds me of, I got to tell these stories. We had 6-inch diameter aluminum tubes, and when we got them, they were like, I don't know, 24 feet long, I think. And then we cut them in the length.
24 feet!
And we cut them in the length we want. So there's an old guy that I was working with. Well, he doesn't seem so old now, because this is like 30 years ago. He was 80, and he worked in the shop. He's a nice guy. And he's a lifelong aircraft mechanic. He's a pretty good guy. So he and I are carrying this 16-foot long aluminum tube. And he's got about this much sticking out behind him. And I'm up real close to the front of mine. And he's back there walking along. We're trying to get through doorways and stuff. And I reach down like this in the front of the tube. And I go, "Hey, Walt." And he turns around. He's looking behind him because it comes out the back of the tube. So he's looking back there. And I go, "Walt, back here." And he turns around again. He can't figure out who's talking to him. And everybody's laughing. And then he figured it out. It was one of those practical jokes you play on somebody. Braden, do you guys have a guitar or know how to play? Nope. My son and my grandson are really good at that stuff. And we go over there. Kim can sing. I can't. I'm not musical. But when my son lived here, yeah, we had a good time with that stuff.
I played the saxophone
Oh,
in
I didn't know
high
that.
school for a number of years. And then I did learn to play guitar like in my early 20s for a little while. But, music doesn't pay the bills, and nobody around me was very serious about music, and I wasn't all that good either. So I kind of
So
moved on to other things.
James Dixon says the plates have to be standard to be recognized by ANPR. I don't know what ANPR is. Something official, I assume. But they're made up by companies that make them up, right? I think that's how it was explained to me. Whereas, like in the U.S. and probably in Mexico, you get them from they're made by the state somewhere, and they're issued by the state. Let's see, George, I played since I was 13. I'm 66. I played guitar when I was really young, but I took some lessons for like a year because my mother wanted me to, and I wasn't very good at it. Reese is 23 now.
Congratulations. You were. Yeah, I remember when we celebrated your birthday.
Took me long. I bought new black replacement plates off Amazon or eBay from Germany. Really. You know what you can really tell with a lot of the reproduction black plates, the fonts aren't right, and they're a little wider and stuff. But you know the fonts I really like were on the yellow plates that were prior to they were from 1956 to 62, and then the original fonts on the 63 base, which is the black California plates. Those are really good, but yeah, some of the replacement ones. I guess California came out with a new black plate that's supposed to look like the originals, but they're not. Kim, your finger's in the way.
What finger?
The
The pointer?
yeah, the pointer finger. Sing by a window buff. Well, James thinks it's automatic number plate recognition. No. Yeah, they do that stuff here too. Kim, start singing. Kim, start singing. Come out of the closet. We want to hear you. Both your beautiful voices sing like an old 60s song, like Neil Diamond, James Taylor, Rolling Stones, Beach Boys.
Oh, I do karaoke sometimes, but
And
mostly I've
she can sing.
just working on cars.
What is this? This is the
That's the packing slip.
packing slip with some other name on it. Okay. Should I tell them what the price was on both?
No, they can look it up. If they need some kind of supplies, go to McMaster Car. Show them the Miss McMaster Car, the name of the place, and they can go there and check out their catalog and see that stuff is available. They're probably not fabricating their own car from scrap metal, though, so they probably won't.
They can't see that on here. McMaster Car, anyway, online has a real good catalog. They used to have a catalog that was about this thick. It was a yellow catalog about this big. Maybe they still print those things. And that was like everything I ever needed in that catalog. Well, now it's online, so it's really easy to deal with.
Half the price of the big box hardware store, and we got it here in 2 days from...
And that's half the price, including
the shipping. 2-day shipping.
So it's actually a lot less than half price.
Yeah. And he got to get a package, and he loves watching the shipping tracking. That's like a thing. Like he stays up all night and keeps clicking.
Oh, I don't.
Yes, he does. He likes
Jeez, Kim.
It's a thing he does.
No, I clicked on it a couple of times and.
Right, just a couple.
Did I run in the? You were still awake.
Yeah.
So I went in the room and I said, "Hey, our stuff's in Nashville." She goes, "Oh, we really will have it today." I go, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's good.
Dougster says, "I was super happy how well Jamie, Tanner, and I harmonized on the tune at No Name Nationals, and that video is still up on our channel. Everybody can watch that. Yeah, that was a fun video. That just was a spontaneous thing, you know. Well, we've seen the XKE. I'm going to move on if I can make my cursor hit that. Oh, there's a big old 4-door Jag. I don't know what those things are called. Kim, can you back that out at all? It just seems like it's enormous, but maybe it's not. I don't know. It is.
It's big, so it fills the screen.
Okay. Ah, yeah, that's what I wanted you to do there. That works. That works.
Hippie Long says, I do entertainment for a living. I prefer quiet. Earplugs are my friend. Hippie Long, I washed a bunch of those shirts that you sent us so that I can make him start wearing them. Hopefully you'll start seeing them in the lives.
Yeah, except this time of year, I'm bundled up. George Daly says, is that a 12-cylinder? I don't think so. No, Mark II, it's a 6-cylinder, probably dual overhead cam. Kim, maybe you can look that up. You're good at this, but you're like hanging onto that tube for dear life.
I like this tube.
Yeah, me too, but
my tube.
I was going to ask you to look up something, but maybe somebody already sent a picture in.
And grow more tubes in the spring. Do you think you have to use? How do you root this tube so it will grow more?
Is that an XJ6?
It's like bamboo. Bamboo.
Yeah, that was a Mark II. You're right. That was a Mark II. Luis knew what that was.
What did you want me to look up?
the E-type 12-cylinder. Because somebody who is it, George Daly, is asking if it's a 12-cylinder. The 12-cylinder E-type has a different grill in the front. It's much larger, and it's just a different looking thing, but the rest of the car kind of looks the same. I remember when those came out, I really liked them. E-type, that's not a 12-cylinder, is it?
I typed in 12-cylinder
Okay,
E-type.
well maybe it is. I'm looking at the picture and that's not what I see.
Well, let me look for an image.
Yeah, see, the grill is much bigger on the 12-cylinder. And see the one next to me, you moved it too fast. Okay, right there. See the one next to me, the one that is wherever it is. My finger's gone. The one that's
this one.
That one's a 6-cylinder.
Okay.
Then click back. Can you click back? And that one's a 12-cylinder. See the difference in the grill?
I do.
Yeah.
It needs more.
Needs more something, yeah. I bet that 12-cylinder was fun. I've never driven one of those. I've driven the 6-cylinders, but not a lot. I just moved them around or drove it around the block to make sure the steering wheel's straight or something after a wheel alignment, that kind of thing. I don't know if the hood was any longer. I mean, 6-cylinder and a V12 are going to be about the same length. Okay, so then I'm going to go on with mine, now that we've seen that. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, another one of these. We already saw one of those, but that's another picture. DB5. Oh, there's a newer one. That almost looks like a some kind of enhanced picture. That's a
doesn't it look a little Ford Mustangish?
Doesn't to me. It looks like a what is that? Like a DB7? Aston Martin. Look at the tires. I think those tires are amazing looking. What are they saying up here? Everybody's talking and we're not paying attention. Next project is Del Campo Jaguar Ute. Probably not. I wouldn't do that. Needless to say, the guy that looked at my Chevy truck was not impressed to see a Ford motor in it. What? This is Braden? Great modification. I suspect the car is 4.5V. I can't read that fast enough. It just flew by. He says, I remember that when Marty's Matchbox Makeover got a 62 Jaguar E-Type. Man, I remember when I was probably 20 or 21, 22, somewhere in there. There was a guy in town that I knew real well that had a little shop, and I'd go around there in the evening. He'd be in there working, and he had an E-Type Jaguar. I think it was a 61. It was dark green. It was convertible. It was a nice driver shape, but it needed some cleaning up. But it wasn't that bad. He wanted $900 for it. I couldn't come up with the $900 for it. It seemed like a lot of money at the time. What an idiot I was. I should have bought that thing. Man.
KRD 12K says, good evening. Welcome in. We're talking about British cars and other stuff, but British cars.
And then, who knows what this is? Who knows what this is?
Dougster liked the dark blue color. That's a weird looking car.
It is, and they got a single spoke steering wheel, and there you are, a weird car.
What is that, about 1983?
Somewhere in there. Yeah, it's a Aston Martin Lagonda, which I really like that car, but it's definitely dated, but it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, Dean Stevenson knew. Lagonda. He did know what it was.
You get 2 points because it's a Lagonda.
And Lester Saber knew what it was.
All right, you get 2 points also, Lester, because you picked up your fingers and whacked in those letters from your brain to our screen.
For any of you that watch Doug DeMuro, go back about, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years, something like that. he did a video on this car, and it's pretty funny, because he rates it for what it is. And I don't know if any of you watch Doug DeMuro, the Daddy Doug. He's a couple million subs, but it was a pretty entertaining video he
Has
did
he
on
got
one of
bias
these.
ply tires on it?
Oh, I don't think so. I think this was after bias ply tires were
Look at
done
the tread on it. It's
early 70s.
terrific.
Yeah.
Car looks sporty but fugly. It looks like a Cadillac that somebody squeezed
Squished.
the nose down on and painted the hubcaps. I don't know. I just Mopar's case says she doesn't hate it, but she wouldn't buy it. I'll say I'm not a
Oh,
fan.
and people that have those, it's like a cult car. People want to
There are 100 other
fortune
cars
for
that
'em.
I would rather have than that thing.
And then the MGAs, those things used to be everywhere. These were just everywhere. When I was a kid, there were a lot of them. And a friend of mine bought one. Actually, it's a friend of my father's. He bought one.
Mexican Spec tells Glenn Nickerson that was the first lesson I was taught by a dealer when I turned 16. He said if you buy a Jaguar, you will not get out of the driveway before something blows on it. That's not a...
Oh, look what we have here.
That's a Spitfire.
We have one of those. But
what do you think that is? A MK3 or MK4?
I don't know. The body stripped off ours, and after that's a tiny car. But we're gonna do a new we're gonna do aluminum body on ours because ours was actually made out of Bondo and screen door screens. Kleenex looks like a Fairmont that slid under the bumper of a truck. Doug, if you don't have the idea of myself, it doesn't exist. Doug, if I don't have the idea of myself, it doesn't exist. DeMuro, I don't know. Doug DeMuro, he Daddy Doug.
Luis is not a Porsche. It's a Triumph.
That's a Triumph Spitfire. And we have one of those, but it's all stripped now. We just have the frame. Kim has the frame was bent. We straightened the frame. It's been the frame's been repainted. The engine's off it. She did start the engine and run it, so it's likely to run. But we're going to build an aluminum body. But that's coming after the
He wanted to do
project.
the Del Campomino project more.
Now wait a minute.
So we started that.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What?
We discussed it, and I couldn't decide what to do. And you pulled the Valiant in, and I said, "Okay, we'll do the Valiant." Okay. I thought you decided because I couldn't decide.
We talked about it. You wanted to hold off on the aluminum car for reasons that we have yet to really go into any depth on, and that's fine. And I said, okay, well, we're starting something, and if we're not doing the aluminum car, the Valiant's the one, and that's how it started.
And Dougster just got an ad for a local casino. Oh, people are getting ads. What happened? Did we miss ads?
Everyone who got an advertisement, tell us about it in chat in brief, and we'll give you 2 points. Even if I don't read your comment, you get 2 points. And we thank our advertisers for paying for all these kilobits, because, guys, we're streaming at like 7,000 kilobits per second. Kilobits. That's 7,000 bits per second. And you know what? I can't afford all those kilobits. Can you afford all those kilobits? No. But our advertisers, they pay for the kilobits, and we thank them. So you get points for telling us about it. We all voted for the Del Campomino. That's right. We asked chat, and they did want to see us do the Ute conversion.
Cutter Down Garage is here. Good evening.
I think when we start on the aluminum cars, you guys will like that too. But the Ute is, now that we're into it, it's a ton of work, but it's kind of neat.
So the people that kind of used to work together, Doug DeMuro was a writer for Jalopnik. So was what's his name, the lawyer, Steve Leto. And
just don't start talking bad about him, or else they'll show up in chat.
Wait a minute. You lost my whole train of thought.
Go ahead.
3 guys: Doug DeMuro, Steve Leto, and Hoovy. They were all Jalopnik.
Oh, that's right.
They were all Jalopnik people. And Doug DeMuro was probably the first one that got on YouTube and, Therefore, he's the biggest. But all three of those guys were Jalopnik. Started
Kevin
up
says
Jalopnik.
Hoovy will regurd it. I don't know what he was going to regurd.
I don't know. Let's see. Blue Grit says you can make a squared off aluminum body on that Spitfire like a half scale Aston Martin. I kind of know what I want to do. What I've said is it'll be kind of what I got in mind is kind of like I use the word Chrysler-esque because like Ford had the Thunderbird back in the 50s, the two-seater. Uh, Chevrolet had the Corvette, and Chrysler was like nothing. So I always thought that Chrysler should have had a small two-seater. So it'd be kind of like my idea, like some kind of thing with fins and Chrysler-looking two-seater. But I guess you'll never know till I start forming aluminum, and then we'll know. Hippie Long says I consider the Zephyr all but done. You know what? I drove
For
that.
now, he's
my-
enjoying it.
My
just as
guess
it
is it'll probably get. Alyssa Saber also says Tavares. Did he write for
Jalopnik?
Jalopnik? Oh, if that's the case, I didn't realize that. That'd be interesting, and that wouldn't surprise me. The Zephyr, I drove it to the place to dump our trash. There's a center where you put glass and cardboard and garbage and everything. You got to sort it yourself, So I drove over there, and as soon as I'm taking my stuff out of the car, some guy comes over there. He accosts me. It's like, oh, I used to have one of these, and he's talking all about, the Zephyr. So I talked to him for a few minutes. It was starting to rain. I want to get going. Okay, well, take care, and I drove off. Then I went to the store to buy a couple of things, and as I came out of the store, the wind started blowing. It was really warm. The wind started blowing. It started getting cold, and it starts raining, and this guy walks up. I used to have a 68 Camaro, and I raced, and I have, and he's telling me his life story and all these cars he had, old guy, probably like almost my age. And he was
almost as old as me.
I mean, just in a matter of minutes, I had two people that just had to talk about the car. And it kind of surprises me. And both of them thought it looked pretty good. And I look at it, I know all the little things that aren't right.
That's one of the major downsides. You work on a car for a year or two, and all you see is flaws and imperfections. Man.
So, and I remember those things so well. Oh, the second guy that was telling me about his Camaro, first thing he said, he goes, I used to have one of these. He goes, but it was only a 6-cylinder. I go, this one's only a 6-cylinder. And he goes, well, I still had the time, my dial-in time for the drag races. And it was, 1240? And he goes, well, this thing must be fast. I said, no, it's an 8th mile. He goes, oh, okay. So anyway, it's kind of funny. Because I don't think of it as being done, but it's the point where it's a daily driver now. I go out there, pull out the choke, fires right up, ease the choke in, and drive off. It's that good every time I drive it. So, it's fun. Let's see here. Just break your creed and feed Buff Del Campo the shrooms.
Don't read that comment. Just be done
with anyone called Virgil or Elwood. That's obviously how they got inspired to make the best Mopars. Oh, I don't know.
No.
This was not advice. Well, I know what he's talking about. Those two guys, which is Virgil Exner or Elwood Angle. They were both, Elwood replaced.
Psychedelic inspiration.
Yeah, but he replaced.
Blue Grit says, as long as the aluminum body does not look like a K car.
No,
this would be. Let anything look like a K
I'm talking about late 50s kind of looking cars. Can you scroll?
Glenn Nickerson got a pop-up ad for Jeep. That's 2 points for telling us about it. Jeeps are cool. Wait, you don't get 100 points for a Jeep ad?
But if you had put a new motor in your Zephyr, what kind of motor would you put in? I have a small block Chevy, a 350. I wouldn't mind that being in the Zephyr.
That's right. He's been wanting to do that.
Also, I wouldn't mind building a nice 302 or 351 Windsor. or even a Cleveland, any one of those. But that's money, man. I I have stuff, but I don't have a lot of money. So
Yeah, I mean, we've already got the small block Chevy, so it's tempting.
So anyway,
It's more tempting because it wouldn't cost that much. It is a complete motor that we could run.
do points go up and down in value? I don't know. Like I think everything goes down in value right now.
Right.
Any currency goes down in value. Um, okay, Kim, can we go back to the picture show? I don't know why you put up this. I actually don't.
Somebody was asking to see this car. It's a 67 TR4A. Who asked for this car?
Says, what about the transmission if you put the Chevy in? The Chevy engine has a turbo 350 with it. So I put the whole thing in. The hardest part would be
linkages.
Well, the linkages, but
the speedo cable.
You know, it's just when you do a swap, you got to do a drive shaft. You got to make the speedometer cable work. There's some things like that, but I want to retain my air conditioning, so making some brackets and some stuff so all that works. Can we go on to mine? Let's see. If you do the aluminum car body 50s area style, you have to do some airplane aerospace looking parts on it. Yeah, well, it'll all be. See, I built aluminum airplanes for years, so it'd be very, very airplane-ish.
You need to put some canards on it.
No canards. I'm trying to make my cursor work over here, and I can't see it well.
You put canards in front of the headlights.
Graham Hunt.
What kind of car is that?
That is an Austin Healey. What Austin Healey is this? Who knows?
Why does it have the emblems on the headlights?
Oh, those are God, how do you pronounce them? CB? Or those? No, those are what's the canard in French means duck. What's the
ducks. You got to put ducks on the headlights.
What are those the electrical Lucas? I think those are Lucas lights.
Oh.
But I'm not sure.
Well, this got side
I remember seeing those things a lot when I was a kid. People had put in the US, they weren't legal. So, people that had hot rods would put those on their cars because they fit and
to
they weren't
break
legal.
the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Now people put every kind of headlights you can imagine.
Breaking.
Oh, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Is that a Rover?
I don't know. Remember we were driving behind a pickup truck.
It is a Rover.
Way jacked up in the air with white lighting underneath it while it was going down the road. And the white light is like, everywhere on the sides and in the rear. And we were like, man, anywhere but Tennessee, you would be pulled over instantly for that. You see them going up and down all the time now with white lights all underneath it.
Like in California, you get a little break in your taillight lens, so there's white light showing through. Police are boom, right behind you. White light to the rear, You got a ticket. And in Tennessee, they got all these white lights under these trucks, and you can see the rotors turning and drive shafts lit up and everything, and it's like all this white light to the rear. They don't do anything about it, so I
Mark
don't know.
Sauvé says they're rock crawler lights. Yeah, but he's driving down the highway, like the 4-lane.
Well, and I look at it like, you know what? It's not that bad. I mean, if anybody runs into him, they got no excuse. Really doesn't bother me unless it's bright and shining in my eye.
Yeah, it's not really beaming at you, but...
Oh, and here's a Rover TC. Is that a TC 2000? That was a 4-cylinder, I think. And then later they put aluminum V8s in them.
I think that the proportioning on that body is all wrong, and I don't think it's...
This?
I think it's unattractive. I kind of like the grill, but the rest of the car looks weird.
You got to remember.
It sort of has like a road toad sort of front end thing sort of going, the way it humps up by the windshield and comes down, but then the back of the car is all just like it's just,
it was like, when were these built? Late 60s, I think.
I don't know, it's awkward as all hell. They didn't get it.
Yeah, Lester Saber's got a TC 2000. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's a newer Rover that I don't know if we got any of those in the US. I know about them because of pictures.
Dennis
Not because I've ever seen
does
one.
anybody know what deer whistles are, and they really work?
Yes.
People use them all the time up north I don't know.
Did deer run into him? I don't know. Maybe the deer run from him. I don't know.
Hmm.
Hippie Long says deer whistle doesn't work.
Well, they're to alert the deer, but what behavior the deer exhibit after they're alerted is, you know.
Tell you what I do. I see deer on the road and it's horn time. And they will run from noise. It's just if they're almost across the road, they'll run back in front of you to go back to safety. And then, you know.
I pulled down our road like about a week ago. I don't know, a number of days ago, and forgot.
K. Nelson.
Kim's describing most British
Yeah,
cars.
I like that. Yeah.
They're different. They're different. The styling elements are different. But I pulled onto our road, and there's this giant, I mean, he had to have been this tall, barn owl, standing on the road. And it was warm that day, like it was like 65. So I don't know if he was like warming his feet up on the asphalt or whatever, but he's just standing there. And I come down the road and he looks at me like, oh, I gotta move. And then he flies away. But like I had to come to a complete stop so he could like fly his ass away. Big barn owl.
And just so you can see what I'm drinking, some kind of generic Dr. Pepper. Dr. Perky. Ooh, almost dropped it.
Do not drop soda.
Do not drop soda and
Yeah,
then open it.
don't be a fool.
Then when you
and
open it,
spill a
shoots
whole
all
cup
over.
of coffee all over the place.
At least it was closed. That's why I like plastic containers, because they have a lid and they close. They don't spill. I get really nervous when people get in the car with an open cup of coffee, because I know where it's going. Down in somewhere where you can't clean it
Cutter
out.
Down Garage says 25 years ago I had a plum crazy purple K20 6-foot bed Chevy on 40s. Nice. And I put 2 3-inch round spotlights in the front wheel wells for wheeling at night. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a really fun rig.
What's this? Nelson says aircraft as well. Aircraft as well.
I don't know.
What did I miss? He said something earlier. Maybe he said something earlier. Scroll up just for a second.
Okay.
Guess. Oh, hi, Max. I don't know. Okay, let's go back down. Just roll back. Because it's rolling.
Deer whistles are banned on sites, our work sites. Mm-hmm. And aircraft as well. Twisted Mopar is here. Welcome in. I sent you a friend request or maybe a friend response on Facebook. Blue Grit says, I was told more cars with deer whistles hit deer than cars without. But by who? I don't know. I wouldn't guarantee that. I mean, it doesn't guarantee nothing. Because the car makes a lot of noise. And it's got bright lights. What are whistles possibly going to do? I don't think they attract deer. I was in our Jeep, the bright orange one. And there was other cars and we're all going, and a deer ran into me. I didn't run into him. He ran into me. Ran right into the side of the Jeep
hit
behind
the back of the
me.
Jeep. Yeah.
Put a big dent in it. Must have given himself an awful headache. Smashing into our Jeep. I was going like 30 miles an hour. How does a deer do that? I don't know. They're crazy.
Okay, Luis, that last one was a Rover, a British Rover. This is a British car that a lot of people like. I know they like it. Who knows what it is? I know what it is.
Mark Sauvé said he had an electric deer whistle powered by the high beams. Plug power to it to see what sound it makes. It sounded like an electric frog ribbiting.
Luis says, yes, my favorite car. This one? Yeah, Mexican Spec knows what it is. Mexican Spec should be exempt from this, because I ask him and he's like, he knows what everything is.
I know. We're going to have to start docking you points, because you know all the answers, Mexican Spec.
The Jensen Interceptor. Okay, here's the question. It will get points, and Mexican Spec, just hang on, because I know you'll be like, you'll know what it is. What engine's in this that everybody likes? What engine's in this British car?
See, this is really weird.
Hippie Long's got it.
This is really weird, but I like it.
You'd like driving it, too, because it's got a 440 Chrysler in it. Hippie Long got it.
Are you for real?
Yeah, they got a 440 and 727. Those things rip, man.
I'll bet it does. That's a lot of motor.
They are sort of a heavy car, but still.
It probably has a cam that's rated for a car, not for an RV.
That's like punishing the students that try harder.
That's right. Quit being a try-hard Mexican spec. You got your own show. You got your own show. How do you know British cars? Mexican spec
Okay.
knows everything. He is an
Okay.
expert.
I don't even know what this thing is. Oh,
Man,
I do
that's
now
little.
because I looked at the
It's so
email.
little.
This is a
Does it
British
even
car.
have a back seat?
Does it have a front seat? I
There's
don't
no
know.
seat. I don't see a seat in it. Is that even real? That's AI.
No, that's a British car. It's an Austin
Is it a smart?
A35. Luigi. Austin A35. Well, somebody went out and bought that brand new one. That was their new family car.
Mexican specs rubbing
Lester was-
it in now. He's like, I'm not even trying.
I didn't want him to jump in on that because he knew all about that car. So I just like to see if anybody else knew.
There are
I
some
know
gems.
he knows it,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Dougster says, yeah, some of them had 3A3s in them, I guess. Like Avis, we try harder. Man, remember those commercials? It was always Avis versus Hertz, the two big rental car places. And Hertz was rated number one. So Avis we're number two, but we try harder. Man, did that work for them, That was a great ad campaign.
Twisted Mopar says slant six in it. That car would go great with a slant six. A little small white car, slant six.
That thing,
nice smooth power.
Saw the engine have put a slant 3 in
lots
it, maybe.
of low end torque. Not as much horsepower for sure. No, the Jensen, it would even be good with a slant six.
Oh yeah, we
sixes
got
were not that bad.
Hippie Long says we've got 2 gas caps to give away.
Do we?
Yeah, he sent them to us.
We're gonna have to start giving stuff
Oh
away.
my God!
Because we're not gonna have time to use all these things in one lifetime.
It's a Silver Cloud. That was an expensive car when it was new, and it remained expensive.
See, if you're gonna get rectangular and angular, then you need square headlights and square fenders.
Is this an MGB GT? I think that's what this is. What is an MGC? I remember seeing an MGC, and I thought it kind of looked like this, but I think this was an MGB GT. Not sure. Yeah, it is an MGB GT. Kevin's.
That's nice.
This says that's my style. Well, this would be kind of fun, except the little MGB convertible was so much fun. J.R. Go tried to modernize a Rolls Royce and failed fantastically. Who was the guy that had that? It was a TV show, and he was had a towing company and a wrecking yard, like in Maryland, I think. And he put a big block Chevy in a Rolls Royce, drove it around, had a blower on. It had like a 671 blower on.
Wasn't the Rolls Royce the car that had like a lifetime warranty, and they would come and fix it wherever you were, anytime?
I don't know. That you hear all these kind of stories. I don't know if they really did that stuff. I don't think they did. Oh, Lester Saber says MGC was a 6-cylinder. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right.
Inline 6-cylinder? Yeah.
So you've got these TR7s and TR8s.
Oh yeah. Well, that's something. I didn't know if
I didn't know you were going to put those up there, but okay, we'll do it for a second.
The Triumph TR7 is that's a British car, isn't it?
It sure is.
That's like.
I liked those when they came out, but I never drove one.
That's the more gooder car than the Spitfire. This car's got more.
I never drove one.
It has an overdrive transmission, and it has a bigger motor. I think it's got a 2-liter dual overhead cam engine, but they're still really small.
Inspector Bruce is here. You got his taco fix, and that sounds good.
Nice, Bruce.
And
Welcome back.
Braden says Weston Chaplin. If you ever watched his channel,
yeah,
put a Cummins in a Rolls Royce. I have watched him sometimes. He's a pretty wild character.
He's got a lot of stuff. Where did he get so much money?
He does a lot of stuff, doesn't he? Weston Chaplin. Yeah, he's. Sorry, God.
That guy must have won the lottery. Dang.
Yeah, TR8. Okay, you want to come back to
TR8?
mine?
Well,
Well, the TR8 had the 8-cylinder. TR7 had a 4-cylinder.
no.
What?
It's a 6-cylinder.
Oh,
The 6, 7, and 8 are the series.
the TR7 had a 4-cylinder, and the TR8 had the aluminum V8 in it. The aluminum V8 they got from Buick.
Really?
Yeah, like they put in the Rovers and all the British cars that had little aluminum V8s. They were the old
4-cylinder, dual overhead can. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I guess. Yep. Okay, you want to go back to your
the shape
pictures.
of things past, not to come. I got extra tacos I brought home. Well, that's a good idea.
Oh man, that's
Nothing like
smart.
leftover tacos, man.
We gotta
It's
find
almost like
someplace.
almost
No,
as good as leftover pizza.
we need to find someplace local to get Taco Tuesdays.
The C Series engine was developed by the Nash Kaiser guy who did the Kaiser overhead cam 3.8. I don't even know what that is. What's an overhead cam 3.8? That is Triumph TR7. TR8 had a V8 under the hood. Yep. Triumph was cool till those came along. Or the 2,000 horsepower Mustang they made. Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta have it.
Start getting that much horsepower, and it's like kind of a waste.
I mean, I can't even drive anything with less than 500 horsepower these days. It's just so slow and sluggish.
That
I just can't.
it's in Austin, America.
I mean, have you ever tried to merge in a
What
car
is
with less
this?
than 500 horsepower? You can barely get up to 60 in it.
It's an old Bentley. That's an old Bentley.
Who's that lady?
Don't know.
She's on the wrong
It
side.
says, well, because it's in England. John Steed's Bentley.
Hmm.
Okay, then what's this one?
Photo's a little blurry. That lady looks huge. She looks like a giant. Is that car that little, or is she just really tall?
It's a Lotus Elan, which is a tiny car.
It's
Emma
an
Peel.
itty bitty Leon. Why does Luigi?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go grab more pictures. I got enough emails. It's gonna take me forever to download these.
Oh, Inspector said I screw up when I passed on buying an Austin Hillary 3000 and bought a Fiat 124 Spider instead in 1973.
I've never driven a Fiat 124 Spider, but I had a neighbor that had one across the street when I was young. He loved that thing, but he was, I don't know.
Everybody seems to think yes, but hindsight is like 2020. Like you look back and you think I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have invested in silver 3 weeks ago when Uncle Tony told me to. Did I? No.
What is this? That looks
Why?
like a Pinto.
Because I don't have any money.
Ooh.
But I could have bought on margin and then sold
I don't know why we're
3
looking
days
at
ago.
a Pinto Targa.
Because that is a British Pinto Targa.
That's not a British car.
It is.
What is this?
Wouldn't be.
Kane Elson says, "Oh, wrong show." What is that? Why does he say that? You're in the right show.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know. He must have said something and he says, "Oh, wrong show." I got to download.
Oh, maybe he sent was this a one that
Oh,
he
yeah.
sent?
Mark Silvey sent a lot of
I
pictures.
never got to see that car with the 454 in it. The van?
Okay, we haven't gotten to it. Okay, Mark Silvey sent a whole bunch of pictures, but it's not British, so I'm going to save it for later. It's a bunch of I don't know.
Kevin doesn't like the Pinto Targa. He says, "Yikes, that is bad."
Now here's one that's not a British car, but it's somebody that's on the that's in our chat. Why can't I find there it is. I'm gonna get it yet. There we go. Who knows who that is?
It's Mo Parquet looking all schmexy.
That's Mopar K with a
car?
Mopar.
I think it will look better once the bumper's on. I know they're kind of awkward bumpers, but I think it'll look better. She's wearing shorts.
Doesn't she always wear shorts?
Well, when it's not cold. Inspector Bruce got an ad for the Salvation Army. Huh. I guess you can have 2 points.
What did you say?
I don't like the Salvation Army.
Why? You know what I like about the
Because of their politics.
Oh, I don't know. I bought stuff in their stores that were good deals.
Yeah, their stores don't care about the politics.
There's a whole bunch of pictures I just downloaded from Braden.
Braden sent in police cars. British police cars?
I don't know what he sent in, but they're going to come up.
Kevin says that Ford looked like a Fiero and a Pinto had a baby.
What is this?
And Mexican spec like the taillight treatments. He says it looks like they put an extra bezel on it.
We got ads. You want to click? You can save them for at least some ads.
Save them some ads. Yeah, you guys have been getting a lot of ads tonight. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Blue Ridge says this is a little off topic, but didn't Roger Moore drive AMC? Yeah, we covered that earlier. You must not have been here yet. We actually had that car on here.
It looked like an airplane. I'll find it. Wait, I have it. I'll bring it back.
You'll have it?
I'll bring it back real quick so you know that we're not talking, blowing smoke.
Yeah, that's part of it. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, he did. This one's funny because it looks like it's been wrecked already.
Looks
like the wheels are going to come off of it.
Terrible picture, isn't it?
And then here's the publicity photo. Man with a golden gun.
Okay, let's get back to our pictures. Okay, Braden sent in this from the BBC. It's a Rover police car. British police car. That is, I can't believe the British should even use that for a police car. Everything would run from that.
Oh my gosh! If the police were chasing it, you would wreck because you'd be laughing so hard. That's like Keystone Cop's car. Look how small it is. How fast could that car possibly go?
Probably about close to 100.
It's maybe. Probably a little city car. I mean, I guess
it's a little front drive Austin Mini, or what do they call it? Mini Cooper.
That's the paddy wagon. And they arrest all the clowns in the back.
Oh, here you go. Morris Minor police car. Braden, these are pretty.
The clowns get in there.
Braden, these are pretty good.
Come and they arrest all the clown bad guys, and then they all pile in. They just keep putting them in and putting them in and putting them in.
And the cop has a phone, like an old-fashioned phone.
Okay, sorry.
And there's a newer British police car. What is that? That's I don't know. I can't think of what that car is called.
I guess the criminals are tiny in England. That's right.
So they use that many to haul their dogs. Maybe the dogs don't fit in that thing. There's an Audi police car. That's the thing about England. I remember all these bright colors on the police cars. Keystone Cops, yeah. Radioing for backup. Oh, what is that thing? Oh, it's got Almy all over it. That's a copyrighted picture, but it's funny enough that I'm laughing at it. Okay, and there's a...
That's a BMW. I mean, that car's probably really fast, actually.
What is that? Is that a Rover? What is that thing?
That looks like a Pontiac.
I think it's a Rover, but I'm not sure.
All right. Looks like a 90s Pontiac.
Volvo.
Volvo. That's a safe, extremely safe police car.
Yeah, here you go.
I mean, that looks like a respectable police cruiser.
Look at the wheels. Look at the brakes. It's pretty good. English cops don't carry a service revolver, so why would they have a badass cop car either? Yeah, it's a Vauxhall. I couldn't think of the name of that. It was a Vauxhall. the one I couldn't think of the name of. I'll go back. Let's see if I can. I can't find my stupid cursor. Where is it? Yeah, that's the one. That's a Vauxhall, right? I think. I don't know why I couldn't think of Vauxhall. Okay, what's this? Oh, and then here's a real funny one. They got a Mustang Mach-E, and those things don't always run. Yeah, and Kevin says, hope it's not electric. This one's electric. Mach-E.
See, that car reminded me very much of this here Pontiac shoot.
It was the wrong button.
Pontiac Grand Am right here.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
it look a lot like that?
I guess I like Grand Am, so I know a lot of people don't. What is
mean,
this?
this
Oh,
one's
these are
got
from Faith.
The wing.
These are from Faith.
The
but
Grand Am's always blew head gaskets. They were such garbage cars to buy used.
Depends
To
on
buy
what engine.
used.
Depends on what engine it had.
Well, the ones I was able to afford used always had the engine
A
with the
lot
bad
of
head
a lot of
gasket.
them had V6 Buicks that were great, but they, yeah, okay.
No,
so
I never got those ones.
so Faith sent this.
Hello.
It's Faith, I guess,
Yeah.
and somebody, and this is somebody with little horns.
Yes, that's a filter you can add for fun.
And back to my
Mark Sauvé says, what does a British policeman say when they're trying to stop a criminal? Stop! Or I'll say, stop again. Or I shall taunt you a second time.
And we know who this is. Just look at the ponytail.
Or we shall say, neat to you.
So Kim, who is that?
Neat. Neat.
Huh?
Neat. It's Tanner. You could tell by the boots. He's working on another cool car.
He's got a really nice one of those jacks that holds the.
You see any cats? Do you
I
see
don't know.
any
I'm
cats in
still
that
down.
picture?
I'm still downloading.
I'm
pictures from
disappointed.
them.
I'm not seeing any cats. No kittens. No chickens. Nothing.
Where is my cursor? There it is. Also from Tanner.
Dean says I like front drive cars with LS4s. He does too. You had a rental one once, didn't you?
I had a mini lease on a Pontiac Grand Prix with a sideways LS engine and big brakes. Man, that thing moved right along. That's about the fastest I've ever been on the ground. No, not the fastest I've been on the ground. Fastest I've been on the ground in a car. And it started somewhere around about 148 miles an hour. It started getting kind of, you move the steering wheel, not much is happening.
In Mexico, right?
And I started to slow down because I was thinking I was gonna just like go. It started having a mind of its own.
Is this Tanner's emergency brake?
It sure is.
Tanner, it looks like it's rubbing. What happened?
He had another picture back here.
Did you break a spring before that fell out, or what's going on? That looks I'll bet you that made some obnoxiously loud
There's
scraping noise.
Other picture before it was apart.
Why did it come out?
Oh, he took it out.
Well, no. Look, see how the spring?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's popped out. You're right.
It's popped out.
Well, and you could see it's out on the other side too.
No, and the other side, it's in the groove where it's supposed to be. On this side,
is it?
On the that side over there, that spring.
It's out, but it's out on this side too.
Out.
Don't know.
Well, it's good that you found that, Tanner. Were you able to correct the issue? Yikes.
And then we have one from Michael Landon.
It's highly sprung. That's right.
Oops.
There it is. From Landon Custom Classics, a 440 powered.
440. I thought it was 454. Has 454 Chevy in it?
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Ford van, Falcon van. It looks like it's maybe double framed up. Were those unibody vans? No, they wouldn't have been unibody. They were all frame on frame, huh?
Buddy Carfano sends this too, but I'm not going to leave it up very long. British submarine car.
Submarine car.
Okay, we've seen enough of that.
It's British. This goes underwater. Landon says that's the beast. Pretty nice. Those 3/4 ton axles. Yeah, those are 3/4 ton axles. That would be. It's just 2-wheel drive though. Is it 2-wheel drive? Oh no, it's 4-wheel drive. Chevy. It's a newer Chevy 4x4 frame. If it's got lower control arms though, right?
He says it was a unibody on a Chevy 4x4 frame.
It was a unibody. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. Those are not 3/4 ton axles. They're not?
I don't know. There's a 6 lug, but the 6 lug on Chevys, were those on
When they're
half-ton?
1
I
ton,
don't
they
know.
have the floating rear axles.
Mark
3/4 ton
Stobay
is
says the
8.
3/4 ton has 8 wheel studs, and I'm really not sure.
So those are just regular half-ton Chevy axles. I guess the 4-wheel drive probably does have the 6-bolt.
Well, if it's half ton, it's still much more
I
heavy duty than the original Econoline.
I think I know stuff, and then I open my mouth, and I learn that I don't know.
So how would you get in that thing?
How do you get in? You undo the rubber.
Oh, I mean, just if
Thing.
I was standing on the ground and I had to climb like in those back doors,
We'd have to get you a ladder.
step ladder. Yep. And then, wait a minute.
Landon
This is-
says my girlfriend's dad has the van and a pickup to match. Well, that's cool. Are you going to do any off-roading with it? That's a neat toy.
And then Glenn Nickerson sent the next one. She says that's an aluminum car. He said it's a 52 Bandini, and he said he did that a few years ago.
Who did?
Glenn Nickerson. He's in here.
Wow.
And he said last time on the road, 1959.
Wow.
That's aluminum. That's going to be a lightweight thing.
There's nothing to it. It's a motor with wheels.
I don't know what size engine it has. I don't know anything about that car.
Wowzers.
And then Mark Sauvé. Where's my cursor there? It's an Anglia, which is a British car, but people used to make drag cars out of them.
Oh, that just looks like a Ford.
Well,
It probably looks different from the
it's an
front end.
Anglia. It's a little tiny car.
Oh. Or it looks like one of those 3/4 scale cars. You know the ones I mean? They race them, but the car
Oh,
is actually...
yeah. Look up, just on yours, look up, because it's such an interesting car, look up the Anglia. And then you'll get to see a lot of them, because it was a fairly popular car. You see those? Yeah, like the red one. Yeah, those things. And you see a lot of people made drag cars out of them because they were really small and lightweight.
That's a British car, huh?
It is.
In 65, it
Ford.
looks like they redesigned
Oh
it
yeah,
a
it
lot.
was. Yeah, the early ones were they made drag cars out of.
Yeah, this is a 48. Look at the two-door. Look how little that sucker is.
They are. They're tiny, and you put a big engine in them and a roll bar, and go be stupid in it. Go a quarter mile like that. But that one that says Wild One on it. Oh, you want to You can click back on that. That one, that was a 4-door. You imagine getting in the back of that thing? Oh, this is the one. Buddy Carfano sent this. I think this is the one I was talking about earlier. The Rolls Royce, they put the big block Chevy in the with the blower on it. But I'm not going to leave that up there for very long. That's crazy stuff. Okay, let's see here. Back to my email. I think I might have just run out of emails. What was that? Ding. Something went ding.
That's my phone.
Oh.
Reminding me to text Mopar K.
I have I have some pictures here. They're not British cars, but I'm going to bring them up just for the fun of it. Oh, I emailed them to myself so that because it was an easy way to move them from my computer back there to the computer up here.
Luca Garage, that's right. The Legends cars, I think, are 3/4 scale.
Yep, Legends cars. Yeah, those things are cool, aren't they?
You get 3 points for reminding me what I was thinking.
Okay, so next we have, they're not British cars, but they're just fun pictures because, I say you could bring in pictures of your own stuff. So this is at No Name Nationals. This was the picture, the big picture. And as we were all leaving to have that one big picture taken, somebody stood there and took pictures of every car as they drove off. And that was me at No Name Nationals. I drove that car all the way there and drove it all the way back without a problem. So much better than the year before.
Yeah, we spent a year getting that car all ready.
That was the replacement for the Mazda. And I miss my Mazda.
Look how nice
and
it
I
looks.
hate what happened. But you know what? I wouldn't have this. So, and I do like this car, And then the next one, you'll all recognize this.
And old men stop you in the parking lot.
Old men
ask you
stop
about this car, and they didn't care nothing about that.
You young girls never stop me asking about the car. But old men will come up and talk to me about the car.
I just thought old men just stopped to talk to me, but here it really is the car.
And there we have, in the same place as we're driving out from the picture, proof we were there. There's Kim with her Ford rear end and her...
I think that's AI.
Yeah.
That's not the real Kim Fixes Things.
So that is Kim Fixes Things. Except your hand looks almost bigger than the car.
Doesn't it?
It's like some kind of wide-angle lens or something.
Thanks.
And then I don't know what the next one is. Oh, I remember what it is.
I do have freakishly large hands.
And then we're building a Ute.
Thanks, though,
and
for
so
reminding me.
New Wave. New Wave, yeah. I found a picture of an old Ute. An old Australian Ute. So somebody down under will have to tell us what this is. I mean, it says what it is, but I really don't know what year it is or anything. But that's like the original coupe utility. Look at that.
It's a coupe utilité.
So what year is that? Oh. Cough drop time.
Kay Nelson says British motorcycles are some of the most beautiful bikes ever made. That might be a fun topic to do sometime. I don't know if we want to do motorcycles in the winter.
Dougster says
Maybe.
some legends had Iron Dukes. A lot of people don't like the Iron Duke, but you know what? You come from... Oh, Luis says it's 1935? Could be. You come from where I did, which was the Vega. The Chevy Vega with a... It was a really new technology aluminum 4-cylinder engine without liners in it. It was aluminum block, aluminum cylinders. And GM had a lot of trouble with that engine. They burned oil, they broke, they were nothing but trouble because they just probably weren't developed far enough yet when they put it in production. Well, then, what was it? that was in 1971. I think it was 1978 they came out with the Iron Duke, which you could get in the little Vegas station wagon. They put the name Monza on the wagon, and they put the Iron Duke in it. Well, Iron Duke was a normal four-cylinder engine. It was a great engine after that Vega. I mean, it was a wonderful engine. And yeah, it wasn't fast, but man, I mean, it didn't use oil. It drove nice. They always started. They always ran. Great engine. So that's kind of how I remember the Iron Duke now, and the reason I liked it. But for somebody that grew up with big V8s and they got to drive something with an Iron Duke, I can understand why they might not like it. Then there's another picture here that it's just like because of some of my interest. You know, when you're walking around in Russia, when I'm walking around in Russia, all I see is Russian cars. It's really unusual to see anything other than like Ladas and Volgas, and mostly Ladas. And mostly, this is like in the 90s, after breakup of the Soviet Union. Now they got everything. But then they didn't have much. So that's all you see. Well, this is an old picture in Russia. Bunch of Ladas and everything. And what do you see there?
A Dart.
A Dodge Dart. It's like, what the hell is that doing there? How did that get there? You see a Lada and a Dodge Dart and a Volga. The old Russian commie block apartments. And a Dart, a 68 Dart. I think it's just funny. What's that doing there? But really, my favorite pictures, we spent a lot of time on that thing. And I really enjoyed that trip.
What's a Russian word of the day?
Russian word of the day?
Yeah.
Vodka.
All right, but you only get to use that once. What's it mean? Potato juice. Does it mean rotten potato juice?
Actually, you know what vodka is? It's made with, it doesn't matter what really, it could be potatoes, it could be anything, but it's distilled down to the point where it's almost 100%, it's close to 100% alcohol as they get. Then you add water, water, and you add that to bring it to the level you want, which is usually, in Russia, is usually about 70 proof. It's like 35%. And so vodka is mostly, they make good vodka by using good water. Not crappy water. Use good water to give it the flavor that it has, because it's almost 100% alcohol. So what's Dean saying? Simca. Simca. Good looking Zed sled. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of having fun with that thing. And Kim bought me those wheels. She bought me tires and they came with wheels. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to go back and see if I got any
Yeah,
more.
if I'd have just bought tires for the wheels that he had, it would have cost me the same as what I paid for those. And there's a lot of tread on those tires. And
It's like Braden said more.
we figured out the date code on them. They weren't like new, but they weren't.
Braden, why
They're
did you
not
send me?
antique tires.
Braden sent me all these off-road vehicles. I might show a couple of them. He loves off-road vehicles.
Good
I'm
luck
gonna
with
show
your
some.
OnlyFans, Dougster. It's whimsical. Whimsical.
Johnny Carson told a joke one time about they had so many drunks in L.A. They they got a motorhome. They go around, pick up the drunks, take them to jail with a motorhome because there's so many of them. But he goes, instead of a Winnebago, they called it a bag of wino, which I thought at the time it was kind of funny. So Winnebago, I always think about bag of wino. Okay, so we're going to go beyond this. Click through these again. To this is one Braden sent in. I mean, that's a pretty healthy looking cage right there. I don't know what that is. It does look like fun.
That's a purpose-built off-road thing.
Doug says vodka's made from potato. Whiskey is made from corn and rye. Rum is made from fermented molasses. Actually, vodka can be made from other things other than potato. Because you can, you just got to get it to as close to 100% alcohol as you get and then add water. And I know it's not all made from potato, but traditionally it's potato. Okay, what is that? That is a Ariel Atom, isn't it? Which is a British car. Kevin Smith, shaved my head today. Got the Samson effect going on right now. That does look like fun. And that is British. Wouldn't you like to drive one of those? You ever see, what's his name? Who was it? It was, who's the guy we watched him on his farm?
Carlson.
No.
Mr. Carlson's Laboratory.
No, we watched him in England on his farm with the Lamborghini tractor.
Guy from Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson was driving one of these. And he opens his mouth and his whole cheeks open up like this because he's going like 150 miles an hour. And the air goes in his mouth just like this. And you see him looking around and his cheeks are going. It's just hilarious.
Kevin cut his hair and turned to salt. Dang.
Old McDonald's cars here. Hello, how you doing? And I don't know what this is, but it looks like fun. But not as much fun as that Ariel Atom. I do like Braden, I like the Ariel Atom.
I don't know. I might rather. Would you rather?
Oh, why did it do that? Why is it going crazy? Stop.
You've done it now.
Stop. Okay. Done. I'm going to have to go back and start over. Don't know why it did that.
Start over.
Well, it just went nuts. It was just automatically going through every picture. Who's this? Did you see Gabriel Farrell? I don't know who that is. He put a Power Stroke in a great event.
You don't know who Gabriel Farrell is?
Who is that? I don't know who he is.
Sorry. He probably has some 10 million subscribers, and we probably look like complete oblivious people. We are.
Yeah,
we're in our bubble.
Jane, stop this crazy thing. Yeah, that's exactly right. You remember that? George Jetson out there on the walking the dog, and the thing's like, and the dog's going around the thing.
I remember him having all his fingers bandaged, and he was working late for Mr. Spacely, and he was pressing the button. All he had to do was press the button.
No, that's what he did.
You know, everybody thought that was so absurd, but then here I am with
pressing the button.
Pressing the button. That's all I do is push a button.
Can you look up? I want to get some more pictures of the Ariel Atom. If you can bring them up, because it's a pretty cool car, and it is British.
It's exhausting sitting here pushing a button all day.
Pushing a button. Oh, Mark's a base sent something in.
I'm so tired.
Oh,
I just need to go home and walk my computer. I walk my robot
What'd you
dog.
send in? What did he send in?
Feed my nano pet.
Mark Sauvé sent in.
What am I looking at? Those are crazy fast.
Oh, I know it. I thought it said Hummer or something, but no, it's a Humber. It's a Humber Super Snipe, which is a British car.
A Humber Super Snipe?
That's such a cool name.
That doesn't sound real.
That's such a cool name.
That doesn't sound real.
That's real. That's it right there. But he only sent in a picture from the front. It's a 4-door sedan, and it's a pretty cool car. And it's not as refined as the American cars are. That's what I said about the British cars. They were not as refined. But they were pretty nice. I mean, look at that thing. It's all right.
I think they should bring back real chrome.
Try,
It's an Uber. K.
how about
Nelson
some Lotus
says
vehicles?
Lotus
Those
vehicles. Nobody sent us any Lotus pictures. I will
are
look
okay.
up some Lotuses.
Look up my favorite.
Lodi.
Lotus.
Lotus. Well, but what are multiple Lotuses?
Look up Lotus and let's see what they come up with, because there'll probably be all kind of pictures, and then we could.
All right.
Well,
Lotus is a legendary British manufacturer known for lightweight, high-performance sports cars and racing vehicles. Founded by Colin Chapman with a philosophy of simplify, then add lightness. How do you add lightness?
that's right. You add light. That's like airplane talk. You add lightness.
Just add some lightness. Can't you just add some lightness in there?
Put in like these are all new stuff. Let's go to like our age. Look up. Put up there like 1970 Lotus or 1970s Lotus, something like that. See what we come up with. Yeah, see, there's the Lotus Europa. That was a fiberglass car. They were tiny. It was a mid-engine car. And what was the one after that was so cool? That looked like a, man, remember 1975 Lotus. Let's see what we come up with. Because I forget the names of them. Yeah, the Lotus Elite and the Lotus Esprit. I like the Esprit. The early Esprit, I think that was a great looking car. It's right behind me, the white one there. If you can click on that one. Umber or Humber.
That looks like a Lamborghini.
But it isn't. That's British. And it had like a slant four in there. And I always looked at that slant four and thought, man, that edge compartment's perfect for a small V8. But that's a British car. I really liked the early Esprit. Now, as they got newer, they became more rounded, and I don't know what they all did to them. But I like those things. I really like the looks of those
Faith
things.
says I took my niece sledding. That sounds nice, Faith.
Man, I like that. Yeah, that's what I want for Christmas. Oh, Christmas is over. Kim, get me a white Lotus Esprit like that.
Okay. I'll get right on that.
Oh, and the 007 Lotus submarine. Somebody sent a picture of that in. We showed it earlier.
As soon as I'm done building your tribute car,
You're done building it.
I'll get you a
We're
Lotus
both working
Esprit.
on it. Come on. I know they see you working on it because I'm taking care of the chat. But on the nights, there's some nights I'm up there working on it just as much as you are. You know, I know you say that I'm not. But my squadron commander at Ellsworth Air Force Base always drove around in his MGA with the top down. And oh, there goes. I missed the ads. They came in. Man, Ellsworth Air Force Base. That's cold, South Dakota. Granddad's Junk, how you doing?
Adding lightness is not, you don't add a hole, you remove a hole. There's no adding lightness. It's gibberish. Children, I'll have none of it. You cannot add lightness. It is not a thing.
Man, I used to work on airplanes. I was always weighing stuff, and I was weighing grams, trying to take grams out of parts. Because you take grams out and you go, oh, wait a minute, that's 23% of that part. Well, you could do that the whole airplane. That is something, you know. So I just kept working on it. And then some customer want to put some on there. Go, oh, it's only 10 pounds. I'm like, go 10 pounds? You know, I'm taking out like 23 grams at a time. Local prison ad. What?
That's right. Buy now. Or steal now. And you too can enjoy the new local prison. Anybody who got an advertisement, if you tell us what the advertiser was in chat, I am awarding you 2 points. Thank you for telling us about the advertisers, and thank you to the advertisers for paying for all our kilobits so that you guys can be here and we can do this live streaming community time together.
Oh, there's more. There's more. I got more emails. Oh yeah, this isn't a car.
More pictures.
It's a Mark Sauvé picture. But it came up, but it didn't because
Why didn't it come up? Oh, because we're on my screen.
You got your screen up.
Why is this not working? There it is.
Called it a Piccadilly bus. And I rode around in those things in England.
That's a double-decker.
It's weird up on the top.
Yeah, a double-decker. That looks like the back of a bus up on top. Did they just turn another bus around and mount it up on top?
The driver on the other side going the other way. That would be pretty funny.
Wow, they could do.
Kay Nelson goes, jails are advertising.
I guess it's big, you know.
Yeah, come spend the weekend.
Come to jail. Everybody's loving it. They show the door clanging. They show the
skip the police part. Just
you know
show
what?
up.
Back where I lived years ago, they did have a TV commercial for the jail. They're like, if you're drinking and driving, you'll get an illustrious stay in our jail. And they show the jail, and he's got the nightstick, and he taps on the toilet, and they throw the food on the toilet. They shoot food. I remember that now that you say it.
where I'm gonna find something
Welcome
here.
in, Granddad. I didn't see you, but I know somebody saw you.
And it scrolled by so fast.
Barry Cuda,
I
welcome
looked
in.
up in the whole.
Patrick, welcome in. You know what? Kiwi must be done because people are filing in from
I
Kiwi.
I looked up and the whole page was gone from when I looked like just a second ago.
You know what I was thinking, and we've discussed it a long time ago, and maybe we shouldn't discuss it again, but I want to mention it is, should we just start an hour later?
Why?
I don't
Oh,
know.
because of Kiwi?
Half as much overlap with Kiwi.
I don't know. Ask everybody. Um, let's see.
Who would that hurt? Who is
Dean
here?
Stevens goes toilet. Yeah,
Torlet.
that's Pittsburgh speak.
Yes,
Um,
that is. It's like a bad pronunciation that I was brought up with. That and Keller instead of color.
never heard that either.
Granddad's Junk asks if his pictures came through. I don't know. He'll look in a minute.
I'll look in a minute because I'm looking up something for me.
Are there any people here who come in at 7 who it would mess up their viewing if we started at 8 instead? And then you'd have an hour of Kiwi, and then you could come over here, or when Kiwi was done, you could come over here, and then instead of streaming for 3 hours, we could stream for 2.
What the heck?
Mark Sauvé, you don't have to say you don't like Kiwi. That's not. Bruce Culchin says he just came from Drag Boss channel. Does he stream every week on Tuesday? Dean says that's the good pronunciation. There you go. Braden doesn't go to Kiwi. I know not everybody does Kiwi, but would you? I mean, like,
There are people that go to Kiwi.
I don't know who. There's a couple people. See, the thing of it is too is there's a percentage of people who are in the Eastern time zone, and if we start later, it's an hour later. So we're starting at 9 p.m. for them. If we start an hour later for us, so. Inspector Bruce says I sold my TR4 for $1,000 in 1983. That's probably all it was worth in 1983. And where would you have stored it between then and now? You'd have paid $10,000 worth of storage to keep it for now, so that it'd be worth $1,500 now.
Kiwi is more tech. I do love him, but I'm here for the love. And there's 2 nights a week we are in the shop actually working on stuff. So yeah, here this is just like we're goofing off, having a good time on Tuesday
I've
nights.
considered taking this green screen up to the shop.
No, it'll turn into a brown screen up there.
Well,
Black screen.
the problem is we move things around up there. This is nice because it's always stable, and we have 5 screens. And like, can you imagine where would we put this in the shop?
This would take up the whole shop. Kevin Smith, I sold my TR4 for $400 in 1976. Yeah, money was different then, wasn't it? Look at this. This is a
Danny Boyd says it's a dork Moby.
Reliant Robin. See, on Top Gear, they actually did roll one of these on Top Gear because you start going around a corner a little bit quick, and they just tuck under and roll over. Jeremy Clarkson rolled one on the show. Let's see what else.
Bruce said it had a rod knock.
What had a rod knock? Oh, the TR4.
A rod knock would, that's a bad thing. You can go on Facebook Marketplace. You can get
new rod.
You can get 10-year-old cars with rod knocks all day long for, $1,000. Yeah, it's expensive to fix, and it's not.
Sell it and say, see, I already have the new rod.
Yeah, comes with the rod.
Comes with the rod. All you gotta do is put it in. Like, see, I knew a girl in high school. She bought a '59 Oldsmobile. This is like in the 1970 maybe. So it was like 11-year-old car, big, beautiful red '59 4-door Oldsmobile, and it was smoking. And she goes, "Oh, it just needs new circles." And I got the circles. I'm like, circles, rings. And she goes, "Yeah, rings. It's got new rings. Can you put them in?"
You can be my boyfriend while you do it.
No, she wouldn't. She was not. That was not on her mind. She knew I liked her, but she thought I was just going to go put the circles in 5 minutes. Stick them in. but it's like rings. No, guess again. Um, yeah, so this thing is a three-wheeler, and they do roll over quite nicely. There's a bunch of them back there in the
They
background.
don't roll over that nice, but they're not that good of cars.
Well, you watch Jeremy
the
Clarkson.
reason they built them with only three wheels is because they could build them cheaper with less safety and less everything.
It's like a motor scooter thing down there.
So they have less of everything that you really want in a car. But they're cheap.
Man. So I thought it was a British car, and I brought it up. Okay, I think we actually have some more emails. I think Buddy Carafano sent one up. Let's see what he is. See if I'm. He goes British plane. I don't know if we're covering airplanes, but we'll cover it for a minute. What is that? World War One. I don't know what that plane is actually. British. I don't know why we're covering airplanes.
Mr. Bean.
And then we have Braden sending more stuff in. Looks
more
like
stable than a unicycle. Well, maybe.
Top Gear rigged it to roll. Yeah, surprise.
That's what I heard, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really roll that easy, but, you know.
Well, it was hilarious.
Don't be a fool.
You can imagine those guys doing something.
Don't be a fool. You know it's going to roll over. It's only got three wheels.
You know, three wheels with one wheel in back is really stable. Three wheels with one wheel in front. It's like, who thought of that?
Buddy Carafano says, just as bad as the new heater core is in the trunk. Yeah, that's how we got his car.
Yeah.
Man,
he even said, the guy we bought it from, he goes, oh, it's easy. I gave you a new heater core.
I already got the heater core.
Gulp. It's a 8.3 hour job, and it's not a fun 8.3 hour job. See the pedals. Is this like this kind of pedals? I had one of those cars when I was a kid.
They can title them as a motorcycle with three wheels. Right. And the reason they do that is because motorcycles are just inherently not safe. You can't put somebody in a motorcycle that shaped like a car and then in their mind let them believe that they're safe. It's like it's a motorcycle, hon. It's a little bit more enclosed, but you know, I don't know, it's a mistake. It's probably a mistake. It looks like a Ford Festiva. Yeah, it's even smaller and less safe and probably less reliable than a Ford Festiva. You know? It's cheaper than a Ford Festiva. And, you know, imagine how low the bar is at that point.
I do have more pictures. Let's see if I can pull this up. Braden, but he's sending one of this. That's copyrighted, but I'm not going to keep it there. What is that?
I don't know.
Is that a Lotus? I don't know what that is.
Lotus was what came to mind for me too, but I don't know if that specific car is a Lotus, but it has that styling. Pretty neat. Lotus, yeah, that's the Mach 5.
And there is a Jaguar that's an older one. That's prior to the XKEs.
That's wild. Just a little car thing. Mexican Spec says the AC shop here didn't spend that much time putting the new heater core in Lester's car. Well, good for them.
Well, they didn't. It took less than 8.3 hours.
We still haven't finished putting his car together.
No, the two things that go on top of the steering column are not done, and there's a couple things underneath. But I want to save that till I do the console, so it's just sitting there kind of apart.
Because the car will never be done.
Well, and we have there's things that I'm ready to do.
Yeah, he wants to.
But there's a Ute in the shop, and my car's drivable, so I drive it.
Yeah, he wanted to enjoy his car for a while, so we're working on other projects.
That's what I don't like about British cars. You're sitting up so high, like in that. If you know, it just seems funny that you're sitting up so high.
It seems like if you hit something, you just pop right out of that.
Pop right out of it, right?
Yeah.
And there's a
E-type
Jaguar with a hard top.
It looks like it's set up as a drag car.
I think it's a road course, but yeah. Norm was horrified when he took his little boy to the zoo because all the animals were naked. Oh, Lotus 7 with a cage. I've never seen one with a cage on it. I did a cooling system on a Lotus 7, then I delivered to the guy when I was driving it, and it was right-hand drive like this, but I could reach my hand out and put it flat on the street. Just take my hand like this and put it flat on the street while I was sitting in it. That's how low it was. But what a fun car to drive, you know. Had a manual transmission in this hand, in my left hand, and I don't know how fast it was. I had a little, like probably a 1600 Ford pushrod engine in it, but it was not much to it. It was fast. Okay, and you said that's a like a is that a that's actually not a Lotus, it's a replica car? I'm not sure because I know there were some replica ones, but I did enjoy driving the Lotus 7. And what happened was he imported it from England himself. When it got here, it had no radiator cap. You just filled it up and then stick the hose on, which sounds great, except there's nothing to control the pressure. So as it gets hot, there's no cap to relieve the pressure relief is on the cap. And he says, well, it's too clumsy to put the coolant in. And I'm thinking it's worse than that. So what I did was I built him a little surge tank that had a cap on it and everything. So there was some kind of pressure relief. And then I delivered it to him. And it was just a fun car to drive. Sunbeam. Is that a Tiger? I think it's a Tiger.
No, it's a car.
Sunbeam Tiger. Yeah, is that a Alpine or a Tiger? I'm not sure. The Alpine had a 4-cylinder in it. I never drove one. Tigers I drove, and they had a Ford V8 in them. And those things with a Ford V8 in them, they get with a program. Even I drove one with a 260, which is smaller than a 289 Ford. It has a 3.8-inch bore. Other than that, it looks like a 289. And that car was quick. With a 260 in it, it was quick.
Kevin says
fun
they
car.
threw bubble gum at the monkeys at the Toledo Zoo. Kevin, do not teach the children to throw gum at the monkeys at the zoo. Please. That's why they have to put up glass. Because people throw bubble gum at the monkeys.
Oh, I got to tell a story about a zoo. I was in New Orleans and we went to the zoo. A friend of mine, we all went there. And it was really cool because the animals have the run of the place and they have like places where the people can go. Instead of people and animals in cages, the animals run wild. And they have a place where you can go underground and go up and you come up and there's little glass bubbles that are big enough to put your head up in there.
They have those in Pittsburgh with the meerkats.
Do they? With the what?
Meerkats.
Okay, so you go up there and you're down lower than the animals are and you got your head up in this little bubble. It was really cool. I didn't know they had that anywhere else.
When you're done, you dig another tunnel.
Carol's first Cobra had a 221. That's right. I'd forgotten about that. Danny Boyd's here. Hey, how you doing? Everybody came in from somewhere else, I guess.
Luis is...
And he says it's an Alpine.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, hold on. We have to stop and wait for Luis.
Luis for 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Okay, everybody. Take 5. Smoke. We've got him. Luis going to the bathroom. We'll just take a break.
Okay, so I just ran out of... Oh, I'm going to go back one.
Monkeys throw stuff at people? Yes. Yeah, but you do not want to be brought down to the monkeys level. We stay human. The monkeys are poop tossers.
So say that is an Alpine then. Somebody said an Alpine.
Alpine?
Well, the Alpine
Turn
is
the bass and let the Alpine blast.
The Alpine's a 4-cylinder.
That's a line from a song.
Okay. Jeez.
Dennis, please don't wreck me.
Everybody's talking about... There's all this bathroom talk. Bruce, I have a Ford 221 cubic inch motor in my basement. Is it a small block Ford or is it a flathead? Because both of them are 221s.
Mexican Spec says this is a different body from the Alpine or the Tiger.
This is?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be. Oh, yeah, it's got a hardtop on it. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that is something else. I don't know what it is. What is it? It just says image 8. Says Alpine above the Ferrari prancing horse. It
Mm.
does, doesn't it? I don't know. You can't read that very well.
It's not there. Might be there.
It's in our imagination that it's an Alpine. Maybe Kim could look up. Yeah, it's not a convertible. You're right. Can you look up on there Sunbeam Tiger? And Bruce Cullen says small block Ford 221. You know what 221 is? It's just like a 289, except instead of 4-inch bore, it's 3.5-inch bore. And those things were in a lot of small Fords like Fairlanes and Meteors and cars like that back in the 60s. Worked on a lot of those cars. Well, that's a pretty crazy Tiger there. The one right above my head. Oops. Yeah, like that one, right? The one right above my head.
The MK1?
Yeah, that's a fun car. Yeah, the one I drove the guy used to bring it to me. I service cooling system every year. So I drove it, and it was it had a 260 in it. It was a nice car to drive.
I wonder if that car that in that picture was something custom because this grill is different. I don't see a grill with.
See,
With
in the Alpines, if
horizontal-
you scroll back a little bit, because you're going like crazy, I can't stop slowly. I don't know where you are now. No, go the other way slowly. A little more, a little more. There's a red one behind me. That one.
This one?
Oh, that one says Tiger too, but it looks to me like an Alpine because the Alpines had little higher fins. The fins were a little
Do you
taller.
want me to
click on it.
Look the Tiger up or what?
Click on it. Or look up the Sunbeam Alpine. No, that's a Tiger. The Alpine, I think, had a little taller fins, the earlier one. Look up, Mexican Spec says the Alpine was the same car as the Tiger. Yeah, but the Alpine was earlier.
This Alpine has the same grill.
But the fins are taller on the Alpine, I think. Maybe they were just taller on the earlier ones before they made the Tigers.
See, this has the grill. It doesn't have this. It doesn't say Alpine above the thing. Okay, look at that blue car, and then I'm gonna go back to
Look
the
at the
red car.
back. Look at the back. I want to see the back of one.
Okay, but we don't have a picture of the back of this car.
No, we don't.
But you see, it looks very much like.
But that
it's even got the little lights below the headlights. It
but
says
the top
Sunbeam. It's got the same grill.
that red one has the number 55 on the side.
Yeah.
That thing has a very rounded top that I've never
Yeah.
seen before. And
Well-
the other ones have that really squared off top, so I don't know.
This top. Let's see if we can find one.
Oh, there's one. Go back up right there. Sunbeam Harrington.
We have discovered the answer.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
We have discovered the answer with our brain.
That doesn't look very good. It's too bubbly, too big. I don't know what the heck.
That looks like it. I've got both pictures up here, and aside from the front bumper.
Oh, and Mexican Spec says it also has a second side window. It does. The other one did not. I don't think.
Which one?
Well, look
red
at the
one?
blue one down below that one. Right there.
This one?
Yeah, look. Click on it. Does it click?
Okay.
Doesn't do anything. Yeah. See, it doesn't have that second side window.
No, that doesn't. Yeah. This one does.
Yeah, that is. I never knew what that was.
And
I
this
never
one,
seen that.
if you look at this Harrington, and then you go back to here.
Yeah,
it tracks.
That's what it is.
That's a very rare car. It's
didn't know about that.
Done up.
Oh, and Buddy Carfano says next week full-size land yachts.
That's what they're doing for Poverty Tour this year. Is land yachts.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. Is anybody doing Poverty Tour?
So yeah, let's see what his Blue Grid says. I like how the Tigers were Ford powered, but had the Chrysler Pentastar on the front fender. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They did all that work, and then Chrysler ended up, his Roots Group ended up with it, and they sold them at Chrysler dealers, and they had Ford engines in them.
Because a small block Mopar wouldn't fit.
Luis, he's back. He goes, "You missed me. We can start again."
Oh, okay. Back to it, guys.
Okay,
Guys,
so
but your smokes out and get back in the room, guys.
so next week, you want to do land yachts, big cars? I want to do another big British car. If you can look it up, look up the super sniping. And K. Nelson says land yachts. Yes, well that's two.
Didn't we already see a picture of the Super Snipe?
Yeah, well, one picture of the front of it. I wanted to show the whole car. I just wanted to see it.
Bang, a Super Snipe. Wow, there's a wagon.
Okay, look at the one with the
wagon.
man standing next to it.
This one?
Yeah, I mean that one looks like big enough picture, maybe. Yeah, look at that thing. That was kind of a big car for England, and probably kind of a luxury car there. But man, I used to see it in my Radiator catalogs, but I never saw one in the U.S. Dean Stevenson's calling him Umber. What you don't pronounce the H? It's a Umber Super Snipe. Maybe it is. I didn't know you because in British, we have what do you call it? I can't think of what it is. I was going to say something where in American English we don't pronounce the H. In England they do. And here you're saying you don't pronounce the H. Is that right? You don't pronounce the H? It's a umber? Dean Stevenson says, no, it's a humber. Herbs. Oh, you're right. Herbs. That's what I was trying to think of. I could, man, Dean gets points for that. Yeah, in the U.S., people say herbs, but it's got an H on it. But in England, they call them herbs. It's like, what? Braden's saying we should do semi-trucks. I don't know. Land yachts would be kind of fun. Like big 59 Cadillacs with big fins on, big rocket fins on the back. TVR Trident. What's a TVR Trident? We're going to look that up. 1970. TVR Trident. We didn't cover any TVRs.
Trident is a fork, isn't it?
It's a
underwater fork.
Excellent. It's a small piece of gun.
A small piece of gum. That's true, Mexican Spec. You get 2 points for reminding us that Trident is a small piece of gum.
That red one up in the upper right-hand corner, Trident Clipper, I don't even know what that is. Never seen it. Never seen that, but it looks kind of cool. And then the one up in the upper left-hand, Trident prototype.
Oh, man. It looks kind of the same, but a different front end.
Same, but
looks
different.
like they were trying some different styling things on it.
And Lesto Saber says, look up Leyland P76.
All right.
And then Kevin's going, how about automotive art? So now we got 2 possibilities out. Automotive art and actually 3 things. Automotive art, muscle trucks, and land yachts. We could do all 3 of them just like for the next 3 weeks. That's how we bring in the new year. What is that? Leyland P76. What the hell is that? Never seen it.
Oh, it says Down Under. That's not a British car. Oh, Great Britain Down Under.
Wow, I never even knew about that car.
And now you do. See, you learned something. You think you know everything, but you don't.
Blue Grit says we had some small block Ford-powered TVRs running around St. Louis a couple years ago. Mike N, wow, that's a cool car. Leyland, you say. Leyland P76. Yeah, I think look at the front of it. That looks kind of mean. Almost looks like it has that Mustang kind of meanness look to it. But it's a four-door car. Dean Stevenson says a P8 Rover wrapped in Leyland P76 shell. Detail I thought I could do headlights. The older cars, the headlights are all the same. They're seal beams. Oh, there's another one I want to look up, Kim. We discussed it earlier. Look up the Plymouth Cricket. I know Plymouth is a U.S. brand, but the Plymouth Cricket came from England. And it was kind of a flop here. They sold some, but not many.
Excuse me.
Lester Saber said the P76 had a V8. Oh, that makes it even better. Okay, there's a Plymouth Cricket. They did sell some of those in the U.S., but not long after that, Plymouth had the Plymouth Arrow, which was a Mitsubishi, which just really outsold this thing. But this was Plymouth's beginning of a small car.
It looks more like an AMC.
But it's a Plymouth Crickety. Plymouth Cricket and Dodge Colt. Yeah, the Dodge Colt was a Japanese car. It's a Mitsubishi. The Plymouth Cricket was a what kind of British car was that? I told you the other night what it was.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Danny Boyd says like a Colt. No, it's nothing like a Colt. It might look kind of the same shape as a Colt, but a Colt was a Japanese car, and this thing was an English car. Oh, who made that? I don't remember. And we got more ads coming in.
Granddad
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Resent the pictures.
Dodge had the Colt, and Plymouth had this thing, and one was a British car, and the other was a Japanese car, and they were similar size.
Did you get Granddad's Junk's pictures?
I forgot to go back. Thank you, Kim. Remind me to go look at my email.
You had to send them multiple times because you are.
Well, where are they? I don't see them.
Ignoring them.
I do not see anything from him. What email did he send it to? I don't see anything from him. Okay, you need to put up the email again. Check your email. Where'd you send it to?
Check your trash folder. See if it got thrown.
Check my trash folder. Do they even have that anymore?
Maybe it got spammed. Nope.
No, there's stuff in there, but it's old. There's only 2 things in there. Granddad's Shunk. Just saying, crashed it. Dean, what are you talking about?
Oh, there's only one Jag XJ13.
Oh, I missed that. What was the other Jaguar that came out somewhere around 2000, I think?
Isn't it a Jaguar?
Jaguar that they built,
Jaguar.
but it didn't.
And crashed it.
I don't remember what that car was called. Nothing, Kim. I sent you a bunch of. Yeah, Braden, you sent me all kinds of stuff, but I'm not gonna put up all these snowmobiles. What else did you send me? Oh yeah, you sent me even more British cars. Okay, I'll download some of the British ones.
Mike asks, did you see that the search for MH370 resumed today?
Again? That'll be like Amelia Earhart.
Really?
The next 100 years, they'll be searching for it.
Is that plane that went off course and was gone, and they don't even know if it crashed? It's just gone, and they never figured out where it went, or they knew it crashed but they didn't know where? Or...
Yeah, and some parts washed up on the shore in Africa somewhere, and some of them, it's
Jeez.
just, Australia and I don't know who else, Malaysia and U.S. searched for like 8 months.
Danny
Okay,
Boyd said when he was a kid he thought it was Jaguar.
that's how it was when I was a kid. Everybody said Jaguar, Jaguar. Okay, that's got copyrights all over it. Okay, I'm gonna switch, but maybe you can put mine back up. Jaguar. It's Jaguar. Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Now that's the Austin Healey Sprite, I think. But now the MG Midget was basically the same car.
Oh, okay.
Ah, Tim's here. Good evening.
Hi, Tim. Welcome in. I hope you're feeling all right.
What is that? That's a little British car. Another one we didn't bring up. I'm surprised nobody brought it up because they were so common in the 60s. Was the Cortina, the Ford Cortina. Maybe we looked at that too. We didn't bring up the Cortina. Yeah, just like JFK, we probably won't never know. Yeah. Yeah, it's 50 years after they're still redacting stuff, which means somebody's still going to get hurt by it. Oh, I said that too soon. There's Cortinas. Braden sent these in. Actually, it's an old Anglia Cortina. Yeah, Opel was German. Yeah, yeah, I can't think what I was going to say. What is this? That's a hell of a race. Looks like NASCAR, except there's Jaguars in there. What the hell is this? I don't know what that is. Braden, you got to say. Braden sent these with no names. What that's going on? What is that thing? Oh, that's a Rover. That's someone I've never seen.
Huh.
Here's an MGA with a hardtop. Okay, so Kim, can you write down what we're going to do next week? I want to go like 3 weeks ahead.
Okay. What are our
Well, I don't know
days?
what order we're going to do, man. Land yachts.
How
Wood
do you
braid.
spell yachts?
Oh, it's like yachtchit or something.
How do you spell yacht?
Well, see, Mexican Spec put it up there. YACHTS. I knew it was something like yachtchits. And then land yachts, and then what Braden say? Like some kind of super trucks, high performance muscle trucks. That's what he said. Muscle trucks. Then you can have the little ones that'd be like mousel trucks. That's one we should do that nobody suggested. Mini trucks. Let's put that up as one of them.
We did mini trucks.
We did. We do mini trucks. I don't remember that. Okay, Go-Go Mobile. Yeah, Go-Go Mobiles. They were pretty cool. Yeah, I remember seeing there was somebody driving around our town that had a Go-Go Mobile, and they parked in the parking lot. Parking lot was real close to my paper route when I was a kid. Used to walk by it every day, ride my bike by it every day. I had to go up and look at it and read what it was. Little tiny car, Go-Go Mobile. What was the other one? There were three things somebody put up there. Was muscle trucks, land yachts. What was the other one? Mike N says Yahtzee. Now that was a game. I don't know. I thought mini trucks, but I didn't know we already did it. Yeah, and Dean Stevens puts yacht, Y-O-T. Oh, auto art. That was the other one. Auto art. That'd be kind of interesting. So let's just do those in some order over the next 3 weeks. It's like 3/4 of the way through January. A, U, T. Kiwi was talking about hot women tonight. Really?
Maybe they need air conditioning.
Maybe the air conditioning. What is this? Auto.
How come Kiwi doesn't have any hot women on his channel? Where's the hot ladies?
Well, he's building his wife a car. How's that coming along? I haven't been watching him. How's it coming along? He's building her what did he is he building her a Sunbeam Tiger or something? Some small car like that. Patrick. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that goes on after we shut down. Dean and Kevin sit there and they write in vertical after we shut off every night. Because I usually just leave it on for entertainment. I just let it go for a while and then I finally shut it off. Danny Boyd says Sunbeam. Yeah, he's building his wife a Sunbeam, like a Tiger or something, I thought. I'm not sure. I remember it was some small car.
All right. I say between now and when you are ready to put up the thumbnail next week, people should send, you have to pick one of those topics. Land yachts, muscle trucks, or auto art.
Let's pick one now so my email doesn't fill up with all three.
All right.
So which one you want to do next week? You know,
I
what
don't
I
want
think
people to pick and then not send pictures.
I didn't like it at first, but now I like it as auto art. Let's do auto art next week, first of the year, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay. You think?
All right. We're doing auto art. Are we allowing AI or no?
Well, that might actually be a good thing for AI is art.
Have
and
you
actually
ever
call
seen
it art.
How bad
some of it's bad, some of it's good.
AI auto art is. It's terrible because they don't know what the car looks like. It like does this mashup of all different kinds of things. It's bad.
But so we could do auto art, yeah, AI. What do I say art AI is?
Old auto art advertisements if we do it. Those are that's a cool part of auto art. But I'm open to whatever like other people thing. No, I'm open. I think what else are you going to do other than old advertisements?
Oh, there's people that did a lot of art that's automotive kind of stuff.
Well, I think that it would.
Okay, let's include the art that's in advertisements.
Because I don't think we're allowed to have other people's art up for very long, so we have to keep the picture moving.
Well, it depends on what it is, yeah.
Yeah, but generally we're allowed to use other people's creative stuff if we are adding to it. So like if there's discussion about it, if we're doing a show. We can't just use other people's stuff, but if we're discussing it, it's fair.
Yeah, like car dealership art.
It is really cool.
AI is artificial ignorance. Yeah. Okay, so next week we'll do auto art. And then whatever we wrote down, we'll figure out next week what we're going to do. For the week after, art from car brochures. Yeah, that might be good too. Yeah, I'd say anything that's art, that's drawings and artistic stuff. Of course, cars themselves are art, but okay.
I like highway art. That's a whole different one.
Highway art.
Like highway and roadside art.
Okay, Cam, we're almost 3 hours into this.
Okay.
You want to call it?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got this British car up here, which is a good way to end it.
Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the topic of British cars and that we talked about the British car that you like and that we included you in the discussion. It's difficult to get everybody in, but we appreciate everyone's comments and participation. Thank you so much to everyone who sent emails during the stream and beforehand so that we had pictures to look at and topics to discuss. Thanks for putting up with my crap. I will try and be better. Thanks for hanging out with us so often. We appreciate all your support.
Well, you were late because you had an important phone call. And
Yeah,
it kind of messed
I
everything
wasn't
up.
that
But
late. I was
you
like
weren't that
8
late.
minutes late.
Yeah, but there was some.
I was here.
Somebody needed somebody
hours ahead of time.
Somebody needed a little help, and Kim was offering her.
I'm just being
So that was
friendly.
good. That was
People
good.
who need a friend.
Okay, take care. Good night.
Oh, you made it to the end. You get an additional 3 points for being here all the way to the end. We appreciate you. And yeah, we'll see you on New Year's Day in the evening. Have a happy and safe New